This podcast is a Digital Diamond Network production.
Any of you radio personalities think you want smoke? Call me Mr. Chimney. I want smoke.
You are now tuned into the motherfucking greatest. I want all the smoke.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children above ages, you are now tuned into the world's most dangerous podcast. I want all the smoke.
Smoke, 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 smoke.
And without any further ado,
Yo, what up? It's your boy Thaddeus, aka Mr. Black Juice.
drinks up.
Okay. AKA.
Oh, the juice is loose.
Yeah, there you go. AKA, my AKA is an AK. AKA the human Cohiba.
Smoke him if you got him.
AKA where there's smoke, there's fire. AKA maybe not this time, but definitely next time. AKA I forgot my AKA. So this is off the top, AKA.
Hey.
It's like a cartoon.
AKA your uncle's favorite. Your auntie's favorite.
Whoa. I'm usually the nigga drinking at the fucking podcast. Fire!
Uh-huh. How's that instant coffee treating you?
AKA I need more of it.
AKA switch to fucking decaf.
Nigga just woke up. Polo cups and everything.
Switch to fucking decaf. Shit, it's your boy Mason Cross, AKA Black Wesker, AKA the flyest referee in all of professional wrestling, AKA your baby mama favorite rapper, shit, AKA the space cowboy, the gangster of love.
Some people call me Maurice.
AKA, yo, don't spill my blood clot drink, boy.
Real bad man. Real bad man.
No. It's real bad man.
I mean, if you want to say it like that, yes.
AKA, I just work here, bro. See homeboy in a black shirt. He runs the joint. Ask him whatever you want to ask him. He ain't gonna answer you, though.
Nigga, you wearing a black shirt?
Yeah, I'm the other guy in the black shirt I meant to say.
Okay.
Maybe I should correct that. You're right.
How do I stop it? We're just gonna have the whole thing play out. Fuck it. I don't know why I pushed that.
I don't know why you did that.
The conspiracy, the black shirt conspiracy.
All right, I guess it's my turn to jump in. It's your boy EJ, aka Bloodline Bets, aka I don't have many AKAs, but we can call me the walk-in Black History. Let's keep that Black History moving.
Message.
Messages.
And it's your boy Will Hayes, aka the habitual line stepper, Willie Camosi,
Murderer.
aka the aristocrat, 'cause we drinking with our pinkies up. Toodaloo, motherfuckers.
Toodaloo.
What's everybody sipping on today?
Mango
I
juice.
got that Tim's.
Why did I say it like that?
I feel like there's something coming after that, like an ad. Mango juice made with 5 essential vitamins. Brought to you by Chemcore.
Good.
The fuck?
What you sipping on, EJ?
I'm just sipping on Tim's, man. I just got me a tea.
There you go. Daddy, you on some
Instant coffee.
instant
Instant
coffee?
coffee.
Switch to decaf.
Like, yo, Daddy the most bougie though. Like, Daddy the most bougie.
No, nigga, you have metal deer on your glasses.
Oh, those are dope, right? But you got, dog, you got your hat match your cup, nigga.
And his sweater.
And your sweater. You got legend bougie. Is that
not polo?
it's Tokyo?
I just
though.
saw
ain't
the
never been there.
Next episode, we're gonna see a polo fucking dude on the back, right on the wall there, just advertising for them.
Right?
He's got a sponsorship.
Wifey's gonna come in. No, wifey's gonna come in on a horse with a. Next episode,
That's hilarious.
Are you ready for the game, sir? And it's gallop the fuck out.
Right? His name is
AKA,
Thaddeus,
I'm knocking on some doors and I'm saving anything but these whores.
There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. I don't know where that came from.
Before she's home, throw them out. Before
Where's here?
she's home, throw them out. Have you taken the opportunity to accept the teachings of the great Will Hover's Witness? There you go.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
AKA, my mouth is a curse, but my tongue is a blessing. The shorty acts up, I'm teaching a lesson. The silver tongue gorilla.
Rah.
Oh shit, AKA, I forgot the mayor.
Shit.
Hear ye.
The ombudsman.
Hear you.
The town crier.
Wah.
Illuminati Giuliani.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to play the music.
I'm trying to, but it's turned down. Shut up.
He's slow on the button.
Because the truth is now in here. We added some fine gentleman pause to our podcast. We do have the truth seeker, the truth teller, Mr. Black History all day, EJ. We do have the flyest ref in the motherfucking building. We'll talk about wrestling, and hopefully somebody who's listening will understand what's going on. Because I do not.
He's
I don't know
going to
who
educate all of us.
Jay Wesker Uso is.
No, I leave that shit.
But
I
we
leave
out
that
here.
shit on voicemail for you niggas. You listen to it when you get ready.
I need to know what a Jay Uso is, though.
Jay Uso
Is that the motherfucker that was all blooded
That's
out?
one of Rikishi's twin sons. No, they're cousins though.
Okay.
Yo,
Yeah.
so
I remember Rikishi.
now who's Rikishi?
Rikishi was.
Remember the big
Remember the head
dude that they
shrinkers
said
when we were
was Japanese?
kids? Remember
Head
the
shrinkers.
the Samoan SWAT team?
Okay, that
Yeah.
sounds familiar. Yeah,
Yeah. Then
They used to say he was Japanese and he was a sumo
No, that was-
wrestler, but
that's
he
Yoko.
that was Yokozuna. That was
Yeah.
Yokozuna.
Oh, my bad.
He's their cousin,
I
too.
remember that.
that's
I don't
Rodney.
know
That's
shit.
Rodney Anawa'i.
I remember that one. Yeah.
Wait, Yokozuna's not Japanese?
Nah.
No, he's Samoan.
Ah.
He's Rock's
Yeah.
cousin. They're all related.
He just played the role, you know. He played it well.
Bro, neither one man or Akeem the African Dream wasn't black.
But listen, you can be the dream of a whole continent. That's crazy.
No, listen, Akeem the African Dream was a white man.
Oh,
I
no
don't
shit.
even know who that is. That's why I
I mean,
can't
he used to be
even
one
react.
man gang back in the day, and he had the Reverend Slick with him. That nigga
Oh,
Slick.
shit.
This just sounds
Yo,
all like racist
rest-
rhetoric.
no,
Like,
wrestling
It
had
is. Pro wrestling was
every-
racist.
This sounds like some racist rhetoric. This
Nah,
is crazy.
Well,
Bro,
you could
when
say it was
Vince
racist,
McMahon-
but it was everything. It was everything.
racist.
It was everything.
No, it was everything.
It was
Like
all
they had
racist.
they
It
had
was
women.
Sexist, misogynist. It was
The way they
bigotist.
had the women in the rings and the way they
Yo.
the skits they put on. That's some
Bro.
wild shit.
It's like you couldn't get mad at the racism because there was nothing right in wrestling.
I-
That's
It
what made
was
so fun.
I
everything.
remember when
That
Everything was
was
fucked
making it
up.
so fun.
Them niggas rebranded Tony Atlas as Saba Simba or some shit like that. Had the nigga coming out with a spear and some bone through his nose type shit. And Rodney Piper was having none of it on commentary. He's like, that's fucking Tony Atlas. You ain't gonna get me to call him no Saba Simba, none of that. Rodney Piper
The funny-
was having
Yo.
none of it. And then he painted himself black the next year for WrestleMania.
Yo, y'all remember
Wrestling's wild. I
the
love
guy
this.
that you know who threw me off as a kid though was I used to really fuck with wrestling a lot when I was a kid. But I remember when I first saw $1 Million Man walking around with Virgil,
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like, this
Virgil.
relationship is fucked. Like,
It is. His
like I
son
just knew
just
in my
got-
gut this ain't right, man.
His son just beat a welfare fraud charge in the fucking state.
Whose son? Virgil
Ted DiBiase Jr.
or Ted DiBiase? Oh
Yeah.
shit.
It's
But that
wild.
relationship was fucked though, man.
Wrestling is a wild sport. If you really like, it's insane. Like the shit behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, everything is crazy, bro. Because
AKA respectfully, Mr. Disrespectful.
Forgot that shit.
I forgot that shit.
we're still in his
AKA, I
we're still in his
smoke
AKAs. That's crazy.
Yo,
I
Nabi,
bring
do
the
you know
smoke in many
who
flavors.
Virgil is?
Young Shisha. Harry.
You remember? This guy's
Fuck
still
my
throwing out
AKA.
AKA.
Oh yeah, AKA Champagne and Bullets. I forgot that one.
Bullets.
The AKAs
I know who Virgil from Louis Vuitton is.
Shit.
This fucking guy said,
That's the answer that you would
Wait a
have.
second.
Louis Vuitton.
But that's wild. Like Virgil Abloh, and you gonna say Virgil from Louis Vuitton? Like that's
his
I think
homie.
Virgil Abloh. I think
That's his
I think
nigga.
that he's a little more than
That's his
from
homie. He
Louis
can say
Vuitton.
it like that. I know Virgil. He just knows it's Virgil.
I think Virgil started his own thing. Like he off-white, right? Pause.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yo, for real. Are we done your
But
AKAs?
I don't know who Virgil. I know who the $1 Million Man was. I don't
Million Dollar Man.
remember.
Remember the black
relationship
dude he used to
was
walk
fucked,
around?
man.
That
with
was
him?
his black servant.
He had
Like
the
he literally
tuxedo.
walk out with Virgil as his servant, and like everywhere he go, like almost like a pet.
holding his money. And
They called him a bodyguard back then. They called him his bodyguard. He was the wrestler.
Did you say almost like a pet?
It looked fuck.
Bro, like you want
That's wild.
Okay.
I remember being a kid and being like, yo, I don't really like how this relationship appears.
It
was funky. Remember when he slapped the basketball out of that little black kid's hands?
After he tried
popped
to
it or something
if
like
you can
that?
bounce this 10 times, they'll give you $100.
Oh, yeah, and it
and
was
then he makes
flat.
it to 9 and he kicks the ball out.
Yeah. Nah, but
That's
he
wild.
paid that kid behind the scenes. I read
Probably.
about that shit. He went and gave him the money. That was all, fun and games.
That's what I liked about wrestling because fuck that. Hold on. Oh no, never mind.
You don't
That's
like
what I liked
nothing
about wrestling. Nah, because I thought Daddy just stole somebody else's motherfucking Trello posts and passed them off as his, but I think he just posted it in two places at the same time. I was about to kick Daddy off the damn pod. Talking about how you just gonna take someone's word for word and just come on, this motherfucker. What kind of rude ass shit is that? But no, that's what I like about wrestling because wrestling's like comedy. Like anybody got it. Like I know there's some things that they could have like expanded and they're doing it now. They have like more representation of black folk and shit like that. But when they was fucking just dirty and nasty, they was just dirty and nasty to everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Men, women, females, Asians, blacks, Mexicans.
Oh, yeah.
No, there was
Everybody
no Mexicans.
foreign was a bad guy.
Was from everybody who wasn't white was
they
bad.
didn't give a fuck. The jokes were
Nation
heavy.
of Domination
Yo,
versus
bro,
like
Ivan,
Undertaker shit.
Nikita Koloff, Ivan Koloff. Those motherfuckers were from Philadelphia.
You do a Russian accent? Yep, you're a heel.
Bro, and then he played it so good that when he went, I can't remember where they were wrestling, but they were wrestling somewhere overseas. And the Russian fucking consulate offered him protection because back then people didn't know wrestling was fake, right? So they thought this nigga was a real Russian terrorist over here to take over and do whatever. They offered this nigga protection when he went over.
Nonsense,
Bro, because people thought wrestling was real. Like you could not convince niggas when Iron Sheik was doing the fucking Iranian shit in the middle of the Iran-Contra war and shit. That nigga couldn't leave his house, bro. When Sergeant Slaughter switched sides to the Iraqis, he was getting death threats, nigga. Like you couldn't leave because he was out here talking about fuck America, I'm with Saddam on national television, nigga. Like you gotta remember that Vince did not play, bro. He was willing to push all boundaries to the point where he had to come out and say, "All right, listen," you know what I mean? Yeah.
All right, I got my 5th billion. We're good now.
Yeah.
We can chill.
It's
We gonna start it off. We started off low because we're gonna get high after.
I'm getting high right now.
Morbid
What the fuck
Mason.
you waiting for?
Morbid Mason. Let's hit him with the
Morbid
RIPs,
Mason.
man.
I mean, he does know I love death. I love the fact that it,
Jesus Christ.
happened. Like, I don't know. Like, shut up, man. Fuck. This nigga want me to look like a man.
I didn't say that. That wasn't me. That was a child. You
said
can tell
it.
a child to shut up.
I like death. I'm fascinated
He
by
said,
the
I like
afterlife.
that. Nigga,
I'm
shut up.
fascinated
Nigga,
by
do
the
the
afterlife.
RIPs, nigga. Do the RIPs. God damn, I gave you a good segue for you to talk about death for an hour and a half.
All right.
And light a blunt.
From
Do
our
the
childhood,
RIPs.
from our teenage childhood, our adolescence, we lost. Any of y'all watch Buffy? Did you watch the Buffy Vampire series? We lost Xander.
No.
He was on there playing Xander from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I think he went on to get his own show afterwards. Nicholas Brendan. It was very, very, how should I say it? The nerd kingdom felt that one. The nerddom, we felt that one because we also lost I want to say Reverend Doctor, but I'm not quite sure. Reverend Dr. John M. Perkins, who stood on basically they call him the most important civil rights leader since King. He challenged Christians, especially white evangelicals, to represent a safe, narrow, and self-serving interpretations of the message of Jesus Christ. So basically, he was saying, preach the Bible the way it's supposed to be preached. Cut all the fucking hate shit that you guys been interjecting into it. Like how we had this conversation about slavery and Christianity. He was very much against how the Bible was used in that manner. Say basically the same argument we was having. And we also lost, this is more for me, member of the Midnight Express, wrestling legend. His name was Dennis Loverboy Condrey. And he was one of the original members of the Midnight Express with Michael Hayes and Jim Cornette and all them boys.
Jim Cornette?
But
Is that out of Memphis, you said, right? Memphis?
Yeah, he's from Memphis. I love Jim Cornette. A lot of people don't like Jim Cornette, but I love Jim Cornette. The one thing I love him because he hates Trump as much as I do. He's a staunch Democrat. Like a fucking, you wouldn't think it when you listen to him and when you look at him because he's just redneck as fuck, but he's Democrat as fuck. Like,
but hasn't he said some shit about
he's just okay.
Like that man can eat a lot of fried chicken. Or
remember when
like
and then you name that episode? It's not racist. It's 80s. Okay, he basically he said during a wrestling commentator he was commentating on some wrestling and he said, "This man is so tough he can strap a bucket of fried chicken to his back and ride a moped through Ethiopia." It takes a tough man to do that, though. Okay, but yes. Anyways, he did say that it was a little out of pocket. It was out of pocket, and he lost his job. But I mean,
how did you come up with that?
Because he's 80s. He's an old white man, so he hung around with niggas like New Jack, niggas like fucking Booker T when they were young. You know what I mean? So he's around those
Ethiopian jokes.
they got
Ethiopian jokes was wild.
That's
wild. Remember South Park did? South Park did.
I don't watch.
Them niggas had Starvin' Marvin, bro. They had Starvin' Marvin from Ethiopia, and I was like, that is fucking disrespectful. But I mean, humor. It's
funny.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta like take it for what it is.
What is it though?
You can tell when humor is made with malice or when a nigga is just trying to be funny. And to me, like, I don't know. Sometimes it's just like you have to kind of look at the source of the joke. If Trump would have said that, different story, right? Because we know how he fucking feels about us. So, like, I don't know.
So, speaking of which, then
that's the end of the RIPs.
Yeah, there's only three for
that's
me.
the end of the RIPs.
I wasn't.
There's two more. There's Chuck Norris and
Fuck Chuck
the head of the
Norris.
FBI, the old FBI. That Trump was like,
Fuck Chuck
thank God
Norris.
he's dead or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yo, RIP Chuck Norris. No. Why are we saying fuck
Yeah,
Chuck
what
Norris?
happened? What did Chuck do? I wanted to hear that
Chuck
one.
is MAGA as fuck, bro. You didn't know Chuck was
Yeah, no, I came across that earlier today, actually. Someone posted that, like, they're looking at all the shit that Chuck Norris has been saying over the last few years.
Yeah.
And he's all upset that now he can't be sad.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not saying I can't
God,
be sad. Like, Chuck Norris jokes are always going to be Chuck Norris jokes.
What has he been saying? That's what I want to know. Because I don't want to say fuck somebody because they support a president. I want to know what he's been saying.
Not support. I'm sorry. MAGA is not supporting a president, bro. MAGA is supporting a fucking movement of fuckery, bro.
Okay, so explain to me his support for the movement of fuckery. That's what
I can't pull up like an exact quote, but he was making some comments about immigration and how the country is no longer going to look the same, and just typical, nothing like crazy outlandish, but just like very typical MAGA points of view on a lot of political items. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Rest in peace, Chuck, man. I remember when I was a kid. That's all I remember. I'm watching them fucking movies and all that shit. And I thought Chuck was cool. He was one of them action heroes. You know, that's all it is.
Has he ever come out and called anybody a nigger?
Nothing. I didn't see nothing like that.
Even if
you don't have to call a nigga or anybody a nigga to fucking nah.
Yo, y'all have a favorite Chuck Norris movie?
Jim Cornette, how many passes? Hold on. You just gave Jim Cornette how many passes talking about motherfucking
Jim Cornette ain't never called me an
Ethiopians being stereotypically starving to death, and I can't say RIP Chuck Norris because he's a little upset about immigration.
I didn't say you can't.
No, he said you won't. Yeah.
I didn't say you can't. Nigga, I ain't telling you what to do at all, nigga.
You could do more than call a nigga a nigga. But
I think, Jude, to answer your question, I think it was missing in action. 3 maybe, or one of them, something like that. I don't like it. Chuck, I don't really have like titles of his shit. I just have like images of him.
I will say,
You know,
Delta
him
Force
running in the
series went
fucking
hard.
Cambodian, in the
I will say,
Cambodian jungle and shit with guns.
The whole Delta Force series went hard.
That was mine.
I ain't gonna lie.
Delta Force. When I saw Delta Force, I was like, oh shit. Nigga might want to join the army and shit.
Mason's got some RIP.
No, I ain't gonna lie. Like, no, listen. Chuck Norris once told a woman to calm down, and she did. Okay, all right. This nigga, he's different. He's different. You feel me? So
my whole shit was
Chuck Norris
Walker,
pronounced
Texas
himself
Ranger.
fucking dead, and then moved on and promoted himself to Angel.
My whole thing was Walker, Texas Ranger.
That
Walker,
show, that TV show.
You watching?
Someone had to get kicked out a window every episode.
That
That's
was
what
the
I love
end
about
of
that
Chuck
show.
too. That was like the last segment of Chuck.
Bro,
Yeah,
and
Chuck was
the
dope.
kicking him out the window was in the intro.
Every episode.
It was in the intro.
Every episode. In the intro, but every episode ended or climax pause with Chuck Norris kicking somebody through a window. I don't know how many windows.
And they
this nigga
freeze
gotta
frame
kick a
the shit.
motherfucker through.
And they would freeze frame the shit. The homeboy's out the window like.
Okay, so the young version of us is R.I.P. Chuck. The old version of us is whatever. Let's keep it moving.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Yo, one last RIP. Did y'all see what's the name of the old FBI director?
Oh, the guy that Trump said, "Fuck him, he's dead. Fuck him."
Yeah,
he
can't hurt
basically
people no more.
on his grave type shit.
And you know what's funny is the moment Trump
cold.
dies, those people are going to say the same thing, and then they're going to come after them people. Oh, you guys are
But
they
say
so
that-
That's
They
why when
say
I
that this.
rest
Sorry,
in
they
peace
say
to
that
Charlie
this guy.
Kirk.
They say that this guy tried to like. He had something to do with trying to overthrow Trump or some shit. Like they claim he was after Trump, so there's like a personal
reason to cheer
vendetta
for
or something.
What's his name? Who we talking
Robert
about?
Mueller.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
dude?
Robert Mueller, former
Robert
director.
Mueller.
Well, yeah, because he headed that first investigation about collusion with Russia.
Some shit like that. I can't
But
remember.
at the end of the
details,
day, he I felt like the ones that he was going after Trump with are the only ones that Trump didn't get charged with. So I thought they were kind of like cool because like he helped me like nothing happened under him. And I think wasn't he Trump's first FBI director too?
Yep. He's the one
I'm
who
not
he's the one who
100%
brought
sure.
up the bullshit about the voting machines and got Dominion sued, and they ended up
Yeah.
winning that case anyway. Dominion won that case anyway. So
Yeah. So why would Trump help?
well,
Like
because if you don't do exactly what Trump says when he says it, he'll just find a
I know.
reason to fire you, bring in his little Bati Boy or Cash Capel or whatever his name is, and fucking they'll just keep fucking cycling him out the moment they don't fucking listen to him.
All right, so just because we out here, let me put this.
We outside.
here comes a dope segue.
Robert Mueller, the former FBI director who led the politically explosive investigation into Donald Trump, has died at the age of 81, triggering a gloating response from the U.S. president.
Gloating.
I use that term loosely.
Shit.
Trump responded quickly on Truth Social, writing, "Robert Mueller just died. Good. I'm glad he's dead. He can no longer hurt innocent people." Mueller led the FBI for 12 years, days before
self-referential.
September 11th. After his tenure at the FBI, he was tapped as the special counsel for the Justice Department to lead an investigation into whether Trump's presidential campaign conspired with Russia to get him elected. And starting in 2017, Mueller operated for 2 years quietly behind the scenes, emerging in 2019 to testify before Congress about the probe that Trump regularly denounced as a witch hunt. So he was always against Trump. He didn't work for Trump, but he worked
under that.
against Trump
Under
as far
his
as
shit.
like, just not even under his shit. Like he tried. He's the one who did
Wasn't
the
he
investigation
appointed
for
by-
him.
But going after the
Appointed by Trump? No, he's been.
No,
he was
no,
at
no,
the
he was
FBI
there
Oh, he was there
for 12
before
years.
Trump. I thought he was his first appointee.
He started just before 9/11. And worked for 12 years.
He's been there a long time too. Yeah, it's true.
But he was the FBI director during Trump's first
run.
run.
No, I don't
Yeah,
think he
but-
was the FBI director. He was only the FBI director for 12 years.
Oh,
Yeah,
So
I think,
how was he
was
heading the
working behind the
investigation?
scene. I think so. It says
he was the main face of that whole
Yeah, Robert Mueller. I
Russia
remember that name constantly.
after his tenure at the nigga, I just read this shit, y'all niggas.
No, I know. I'm
After
just
his, after his tenure at the FBI, he was tapped as a special force counsel for the Justice Department to lead
there
an
it is.
investigation into whether Trump's presidential campaign conspired with Russia to get him elected. In 2017, he operated behind the scenes, but he emerged in 2019 to testify before Congress about the probe that Trump regularly denounced as a witch hunt. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's crazy because he was the one that was kind of heading that whole, basically saying those machines were faulty or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And that's as pro-Trump as you can get. Like,
Yeah.
how Trump not love that nigga?
That shit led to January fucking 6th. Like, you know what I mean? So,
well, Trump don't love nobody that don't do nothing for him whenever he wants. Trump's one of them type of folks. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got that one friend that's cool with you until you can't do something for him.
Mr. What have you done for me lately?
Yeah. Everybody got a Janet Jackson.
So this dude was
that looked like a LaToya.
Sorry, wasn't that Paula Abdul?
Oh, real?
No,
what have you done for me lately? That's Janet.
Oh, my bad.
That's okay. Don't disrespect my used to be black queen like that.
Yo, this guy, he was the director of the FBI, and ironically, he was appointed that role like 2 days before 9/11.
Yeah,
George Bush gave him that role. Like, it says literally like days before the attacks. That's wild.
Could you imagine?
Wasn't there a supposed phone call?
But I mean, why is that wild though?
Just the timing is like he gets that job, and then the craziest shit happens, and
like they're
like, oh yeah, you're.
I just feel like the FBI wasn't really involved with 9/11 though.
No, I'm not saying FBI has anything to do with it. I'm saying like you get this role, and then your country gets under attack like days later. Like that's the first thing that you're kind of like,
that's like
dealing
becoming
with.
the manager
it's
of
like
a
you're like
fucking
a
shoe store and it burns down.
Like 2 days later, like the biggest shit happens. Like, you know what I mean?
Or you become the principal, and like you got to become a principal on Friday. On the Monday, there's a school
shooting. Yeah,
like
something wild like that. Like you ain't got nothing to do with it, but now you got to deal with some wild shit out of nowhere.
Yep.
So we're gonna talk about RIP to everybody we just listed. You know what I'm saying? We're losing a lot of them.
Even Chuck, whatever.
Yeah, RIP Chuck.
Even Chuck.
I mean, Chuck is a wild name. Just that I don't know any other famous person named Chuck. So RIP Chuck Norris.
You ever met a black man named Chuck?
Yeah, Charles Barkley.
Lots of Charles.
No, we call him Charles.
We call him Chuck. Is his Charlie.
A lot of people they still call him Chuck. Yo, Chuck is short for Charles.
Chuck fucking Berry, nigga, the inventor of fucking what?
Hold the fucking phone.
Okay, thank you. I'm trying to think.
Right
Chuck.
now, as motherfuckers that are alive, going Chuck Berry. Yes, it's a black Chuck, but Charles Barkley, he's not listed as Chuck when he's not announced as Chuck. He's not.
They do call him Chuck.
As Chuck.
They do call him Chuck
as a nickname.
That's facts.
But you know what I mean? Like officially, like Chuck is a wild name.
Yo, since we there, these nicknames is fucked up. Like the way people do this English nicknames, like how the fuck is William Dick or whatever the hell that is,
Richard.
and how's like Robert?
Richard.
How's Robert? Bob?
William is Bill.
William is Bill.
That's always
and Richard is Dick.
Yeah.
And
you just wanted to
Robert
call him
is
Dick,
Bob.
just admit it.
Like why isn't Robert Rob?
Bob.
It is Rob. It's both. That's the thing.
But
I don't understand none of these nicknames.
That's what they call my dad. They call my dad Bill. They used to call me Billy when I was a kid.
They called you Billy?
They used to call
That's
me
how I
Billy
met
when
him.
I was a kid.
I met him as a
Wonder us.
I don't know, but it was like the old like I got my name from some
like Billy the Kid,
great granddaddy, like
Western
Kansas
shit.
City. I was Billy Ray the Third. I'm the third. Yeah, and it's like Southern, like it's a Southern name, right? But I didn't like being named after my dad. So as soon as I was able to, I'm like, just call me Will.
Oh, so you don't want the homeboys calling you Billy? I was about to push the whole
being called
shit
Billy.
up.
It was weird. It was so weird because nobody says Billy properly. Everybody except for like my American family, everybody's like Billy. Like they always just say it with such weirdness. Hey Billy. Like you could be in the middle of a hey, what up, cuz?
Exactly.
Hey, let's go get Billy.
He's also
from the store.
You can't call
like
him
it's
Billy.
weird.
He's also cuz. You can't call him Billy.
Right.
So I'm like, nah, just call me Will. Plus
It's
the Fresh
silly.
Prince of Bel-Air was out. Will was pretty
It's
cool.
silly with a C, nigga.
With a C.
That's interesting, man.
I hated it. I don't know
Yo,
where
I'm gonna call you Nova Scotian Billy from now on.
Nova Scotian
Billy Scotia.
I just
Billy
know just
Scotia.
all the names you hate.
AKA Billy Scotia.
Yo,
I gotta say that
dope rap
Nova
name, bro.
Scotian Billy.
It's Billy
Billy
Scotia. Scotia.
Like, the whole thing is like Nova Scotian Billy makes me sound like I go from province to province hustling people in pool halls.
Shows up with like
You look like the type of nigga that do that too.
shows up with like 6 bitches.
that.
Different bitches in every city. This nigga. Oh, here comes fucking
Who's
Scotia.
that? That's
Billy.
Nova Scotia Billy. It's like
Say now, here comes Nova Scotian Billy.
Yo, is there a nickname that
Hustle,
like
listen to-
Y'all have any nicknames that your moms or like your grandparents call you?
On air?
Right? Right?
You want to keep that one on the low, eh?
You got lucky with EJ. You're the only one that got a lucky one.
That's what they call me.
The rest of us is on some like, yo, mom, if you ever, after I was 12, I was like, yo, listen. I don't want to argue with you in public, and I love you. But
my mom still I'm 45 years old.
And she still called me that.
She still calls me my nickname.
Yep.
In front of people.
On camera?
My dad had other people calling me his nickname. So I would go down to like, the arch room, and I go downstairs and I hear it from like everybody, and I'm like, fuck. And I mean, I was a kid at the time, and I'm like, yeah, bro. And then like I went to G's funeral the other day, and I saw a lot of these older niggas from like my dad's time, and they were like, same shit. I was like, bro, I'm fucking 40 odd years old. You're not gonna call me like, if I'm on stage rocking, I don't want to hear that shit in the crowd, nigga. Yo, go on. No, fuck out of here.
I was hoping you were gonna slip it right there.
Nigga, I will edit that shit. I will edit that shit for. And it's funny because it's not even real.
Yeah, wait, Daddy, you were hoping he was going what?
Oh yeah, wait.
Hey, yo, slip his nickname.
Okay. Because I just heard slip it. I don't. Hey, yo.
No, I said slip his nickname.
Yeah.
Nope, it ain't going.
What about y'all? Y'all got EJ. There's you. So y'all were saying EJ's yours.
That's
right?
That's the nickname my moms and pops gave me, and my grandparents. Yeah, they just call me EJ.
And this nigga named Anthony. How the fuck? Where the fuck?
Where they get EJ from?
So like technically, my real name is Eric Anthony. So like I'm named after. I'm named after my mom's brother Eric that passed, and I'm named after my dad's brother Anthony. So like they put that together, and then my dad's name is John, so my middle name was John. So then it was EJ from Eric and John.
So you got the most Puerto Rican name I've ever heard.
Puerto Rican.
What? This name Eric Anthony.
This is straight.
This is some
straight
Eric
slave
Anthony
names.
Well, true. I mean, I mean, it's part of the same.
Puerto Rican like the fuck with
it's on the root. It's on the root. But that Puerto Rican Eric Anthony. I feel like
first
names.
Like
in
but yeah, no,
New
EJ,
York.
yeah. So like EJ stuck since I was little. Like they always been calling me that. So yeah.
Dope. That's dope. What about you, Jude?
Yeah, you gotta take some African lessons to hear my name.
This nigga said his nickname was
Bile.
Your nickname was Bile.
You got some clues?
This nigga said, hey, Bile, come here.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
That's wild.
All right. That's
How do you spell that? Upside down question mark? Fucking like what?
That's hilarious.
God damn. We're going back to the black jokes.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I mean, we're here.
Cross, you posted this one. Okay, so the joke is, what's the difference between a black man and a white man? A white man can go out at night without robbing. I want to understand. So first of all, there's a lot of things wrong with this. Number one,
spelling is one.
The spelling's one. I don't know if the joke is like this person's trying to make a joke. Okay, so Robin spelled Robbin.
It's a double entendre, double pronged joke. You're not catching it.
So we're saying black man and they're saying black man and using black man like Batman? Yes. Okay, that's number one. Okay, so then they're saying, so Batman. So what's white man?
The white man.
Because I mean, you're dissecting this way too hard.
Yeah,
like,
but I want. If you're gonna tell me a joke and it's racist, at least it has to make some kind of sense. That's where it's like, okay, you're a racist.
We get that it doesn't make sense because the deliverer is an idiot. But other than that, I know what she was getting at. You see what I'm saying?
How? What is she getting at? That black people go out and rob?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. I don't think. Okay, if she was getting at that. I can't even be mad at it because the racism is wrong. You understand what I'm saying? She says, this is a joke. You expect that it's a racist joke. This is just a bunch of words put together. And at the end of that, black people steal. Like I don't understand.
Point being, but do you not see where what I wrote underneath that is where it's upsetting and where the source of the joke came from? Source of the joke is a black woman.
Okay. I still would find it upsetting.
So you
if
don't find
it made sense.
So you don't find making offensive racist jokes to get a laugh out of the white man at your own expense? Like anything wrong with that?
Okay, so I would find a black person.
Let Malcolm EJ kick in.
No,
I don't even know what's going on.
No, nigga, let me finish what the fuck I'm saying.
Yeah, go.
You know, I have a mute button. Like, what the fuck you talking about? Fuck are you talking about?
No.
Anyway,
Let's continue. No, but real talk,
crazy.
That's my shit. Like the whole.
You asked me a question. Shut up.
I'm trying to clarify.
Let me answer your question.
Okay, you good?
You don't need to clarify. I know exactly what you're saying,
All
Doug.
right, then go ahead.
I know what you're saying. It's not a joke. It's like saying, yo, why did the chicken cross the road?
Let Mason Cross cut you off one more time right here.
Right here. It's like, why did the chicken cross the road? Because black people love to fly planes. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, I know what she was trying to do, but I can't. It fell so hard on every single level she was trying to do it. I don't even have the intelligence to take offense to it. You understand what I'm saying?
You might want to spin. You don't have the lack of intelligence to take.
No, the intelligence. You need to be smart to take offense to something stupid. You understand what I'm saying? If you're
Hold
dumb,
the fuck on here, nigga.
Okay, keep going. Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say.
No, I'm laughing at what you said because the way you said it. That's just the way.
That's so you have to have some sort of intelligence to know the offense behind something.
I appreciate you appreciating
you
my
understand
intelligence.
What I'm saying?
I appreciate
you have to understand.
you.
So what I'm saying is, it's so dumb. I would have to be dumb to get the level of insult she's trying to do. I know exactly what she's trying to do. Ha, black people
It's first it was you got to be smart to understand it. Now you got to be dumb to understand. Where the fuck are you going, nigga?
Not to school.
I don't know, nigga.
Facts, not to any fuck.
Nigga. Okay, I'm gonna say it one more time because I think you're trying to make jokes and you're really falling behind your own jokes. Nigga, it's dumb as fuck.
Oh, I know it's dumb.
It's dumb as fuck. I understand what she was trying to do.
Okay.
You understand that? Okay, we're clear?
Can I get Will to
understand
read
what she's
that
trying
joke
to
again?
do. We agree. It's the joke. What does a black man and a white man, what's the difference between a black man and a white man? If the black man is supposed to be Batman for this joke, the white man is supposed to be who?
Batman.
The white man's supposed to be Batman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah,
you know what? You're right.
Can I jump in?
But you're not getting the point of.
I'm not. There's no point to the joke.
You're going into dissecting the actual words, but you're not catching the underlying meaning of what the bitch meant. And that's
she meant that nigga.
The funny thing is, you guys are actually disagreeing with different parts of the whole.
That's my fucking point. He's just disagreeing the podcast instead of just saying, you know what, nigga, you right.
Will don't like the way the joke was constructed
because it doesn't.
Murder doesn't care about that part. He just thinks it's stupid that this woman is putting this out in a platform where
it's good.
Non-colored people can react and laugh, and he's objecting to the coonery of the platform of where the joke is happening.
And this nigga want to dissect the fucking words in the joke.
Let me jump in,
nigga. I want to understand what the fuck's going on. No one's dissecting shit, nigga.
I wrote what's going on.
Nigga, I understand. She's talking about black people rob after dark and white people don't. Nigga, that's the joke. There's no. I didn't need to pull out a book to understand that shit.
Here's what I wrote underneath that since you decided to skip that motherfucking part. So what I wrote was.
Nigga, that's not in the fucking Trello. What you wrote isn't in the Trello. You wrote black folk using self-deprecating jokes to get a laugh out of the white man.
That's the fucking point. So why are we talking about how it was written in her fucking grammar, nigga?
Because that's what I want to talk
about, nigga.
Nigga, it's my podcast, and that's what the fuck I want to talk about. And
hold up.
So you just switched my subject.
I didn't switch your subject. We can get into the whole thing. Okay, nigga. Let's talk about Joe Lane of the fucking thing then, nigga.
I think it's obviously ignorant. I think that the worst part about it is, in my opinion, like, she missed the joke completely. It's not funny. And I think she actually fucked it up. I don't know if she did it on purpose.
She did fuck it up.
No, hold on. No, let me tell you why. Because I've seen that joke before. And then while you guys were talking, I decided to Google it because I'm like, I've seen that. And I'm like, how I'm seeing it written, it's like this. Batman and a black man joke. That's the joke. Batman. What's the difference between Batman and a black man? Batman can go at night without Robin.
Yeah,
that's the real joke.
Yeah,
Wait,
the
so
real
that's
joke.
funny.
And she's trying
That's
to
funny.
fucking
That actually makes sense.
So
you understand that? Like, what's the difference between
Exactly.
Batman and a black man?
man.
Batman
And then
can
he
go
used
out at
Robin.
night without Robin. You get that joke.
And
She
her
took it-
adding the white man in there is some glazing ass shit.
It's some fucked
Some
up shit, and it don't even make.
fucking
But then
glazing-ass
she makes the joke. It don't even make the joke make sense when she
No,
did
it
that.
doesn't.
don't
She's
even.
it just makes her look like a bigger idiot.
And it takes the
Agreed.
racism out of it, dog, because the original joke is
It's
hilarious.
not about the racism, bro. It's
Okay,
about the
dog.
fact that where it came from.
That's fine. I mean, I'm
And
pretty
yes,
sure. I'm pretty sure the mouth it came from. A lot of white men came back. So I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Like we all see him. I bet you she's from Toronto. We all see him, dog.
Oh damn!
We all see him.
I'm just
It's
saying.
all good. I don't disagree with the coonery of black people for white men's favor. All I'm saying
was
is,
the
if you're going to be a coon
Be
and be
intelligent.
racist, at least make sense.
Make it make
But
sense. Yeah.
The Batman and the black man, I can't front. That's funny.
Yeah.
It's not right, but it's a joke. You see how a joke can be funny, and then you can be like, "Dog, I get it, but you're an idiot."
Yeah. Yeah.
And how did you see Giselle D. Oliveira? Yeah, I'm calling her name out.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So does she have a lot of things like this on her
I don't
page
know. I
that-
seen that and I was like, eh. And I just mentioned, I don't.
Done.
eh.
Done with her.
Yeah.
There's a large epidemic of women with their titties and ass out on social media, and then
What in the?
like an hour and a half into them being through your shits, you're like, yeah, this she a racist, or she an idiot, or she like ice or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
She like ice. I don't mean
Like-
frozen water either.
My whole algorithm is fucked up. I had this Asian, I don't even follow this chick, this Asian chick who looked fine as hell, and she's singing the Ice Ice Baby song about how she loves ice and to deport Mexicans and shit. I'm wondering how this got on my shit.
They finding you. That's wild.
But
Yeah, these people they be bugging. They be bugging.
What else we got going on in the Trello? I don't think I
I don't
put
know,
something in there
fucking-
this week. Fuck.
took the whole gas out of that shit. We talk about old people dressing young. You want to talk about that one? That
The
seemed
Wale
like it was,
one?
yeah. So
since
how
we
should a
clarified
40-year-old
it now?
So EJ put in the book, how should a 40-plus-year-old how should a 40-year-old black man dress in 2026?
How the fuck you
Who
want
determines what's acceptable and acceptable to whom? So EJ, expound on that.
You should dress like Batman.
Right? I'm
Did you
already.
say white?
Did you say?
If it ain't right, it ain't white,
Yeah,
or the other way
shit.
around, or whatever.
What's
Yeah,
the
no, I
difference
saw-
between a
I saw
black
this
man and
post.
I still can't get over that
We
shit.
saw this post on social media of Wale. He was chilling, hat, shorts, shoes, like MJ type shoes, chilling. Kind of like how you'd say a younger man would dress, or like a hip hop head would dress. And there was it sparked a lot of controversy. Some people came in the comments just going off on, this isn't acceptable for a 40-year-old man to present himself this way. We can't be dressing like the kids that we're like supposed to be leading, et cetera, et cetera.
I mean,
And if you went back and like, to our parents' generation, were 40-year-old men dressing in that way, or was it kind of like a more of a what you would consider a mature presentation of themselves? So overall, it sparked a lot of controversy. Men and women, black, white, whoever, everybody has comments on this and what they think in terms of how you present yourself and if it's age appropriate. So I wanted to bring it to the forefront and see what y'all think.
I had a quick question now. I'm looking at the picture. I want to know, so if y'all aren't watching, if y'all just listening after the Friday and you want to know what the picture looks like. So Wale's sitting on a very skinny banister.
what
wearing
is the size of the banister matter?
It's a very skinny banister. I feel like that banister's not really equipped to support.
Is he sitting
the weight of a
perpendicular,
grown
or
adult.
is he sitting?
He's gay.
Is he straddling said banister?
It's a very skinny banister. I feel like I'm just worried about his safety.
Oh my God.
He's wearing
Looks sturdy, though.
a baseball cap, crew neck shirt, jean shorts, socks, and some I don't know what type
Some
of sneakers.
sneakers.
Anybody a sneakerhead?
Yeah,
some sneakers.
Yeah, Jude might know that shit.
He's got about.
Jude, you
I'm
know
a
sneakers or
sneakerhead.
You just
Yeah, are you
you're
sneakerhead?
fashion
No, he just
boy.
buys them. He doesn't know what they are. He just.
You niggas have eyes, right? They're pink Nikes. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, but you could name them off the year, the model.
Niggas have eyes, right?
So
You can't see the Nike symbol.
All I know is he's dressed like he's
Yo.
about to paint his house.
not one nigga came into this podcast ready to respect the other nigga today. It's been a
Oh my
long 2
God.
weeks of pent up fuck you niggas going on this 2 weeks. So what? I want to know what's wrong with how he's dressed. Like, is this?
Yeah, first of all, I don't see this outfit's not even that like
Yeah.
that outfit screams YN. Like, I don't get it. It just looked like regular ass shit. Like,
Will,
but sorry,
no, you go ahead. Finish.
no, I felt rude continuing my sentence when you're ready to interrupt me, so I stopped.
I've never heard this nigga say go ahead and finish.
Yeah, because you know.
Yo,
When
pause.
you're the
Yeah,
most.
no,
What the fuck? What the fuck, nigga?
He's on one. He's on
You
one.
will never hear me say go ahead and finish, nigga. The fuck? That was the one and only time you were about to hear that.
Yo, listen,
The fuck you telling me?
listen. This is how I know y'all motherfuckers watch 90s white porn. Cause I ain't never heard nobody say finish in black porn. Who the fuck says finish? White folks say finish. I've never heard of
I am arriving.
Never.
I am about to
Talking about
arrive.
hurry up and finish. Anyways, go ahead, Daddy.
Yeah.
I'm never saying finish.
Fuck,
again
I
in
lost my
life.
train of thought. I was just saying I don't think the outfit's that wild. I guess if they're using it to spark the conversation of old people dressing like young people, but this is a poor example of that.
All I know is, Will, we did New Year's at your house,
Yeah.
and there was a bunch of YNs there, younger cats, and now I don't know what YN even dresses like that.
And let's be clear, we were not partying with a bunch of young
No,
men.
they were just there. Like, it's our house, it's your house, nigga. They were there. Like, it
Then
was
they
like-
left.
Then they
Like, I
left.
mean-
It was like you have children in the house. They're grown.
The children
kids.
came, grabbed the other children, and left.
and
We
fucked
didn't-
up. Yeah, no. But we
I just
did-
want to make it clear. I don't want.
we weren't Jim Jonesing. We weren't Jim Jonesing.
So
That's just crazy.
I'm gonna find. So while we talk about that, so let's talk about. Is there, just like what EJ asked, is there a way that a 40-year-old black man should be dressing
No.
apart from that?
Comfortably. That's how we should be dressing.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, like, this guy's an artist. Like, he's not at the office. Like, you know what I mean? Like, niggas are supposed to dress like artists. Like,
Right?
I don't know what age appropriate really is for
Thank you.
an artist like that too. Like,
How about we go with era appropriate? Because like I brought up, I
Yeah.
was talking with Will earlier, and we talked about this off the pod before. But okay, back in like 46, it was like dress pants, tuck in. Everybody was in a fucking suit. Kids were in a suit. The adults were in a suit. You go to the house, a man at 8 o'clock. It's 8 at night. The man opens the door. He's in a fucking suit. Nigga, like, why are you not in sweat? You know, it's the era. Like, everybody looked a certain way. They had that newsy look back then. Everybody looked like a fucking reporter. And then the 70s came. And then, you know what I mean? Everybody's shit changes. I still feel like I wear my, we'll call it comfort clothes that I would wear when I was 15. Like, I think I wear the same thing that hell my mom used to buy me. I just spend money on a better version of it. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like I still wear the same shit that I did when I was a kid. I just updated it. Like, it's just newer. It's the same shit though. It's the same style. So I'm not gonna automatically, because I'm 40, I can no longer wear sweatpants again. They're like, you know, I'm this, everything's gotta be a suit every time I leave the house, or I gotta tuck my shirt in every time. No, dress comfortably. You're a grown-ass man. That's it. And anybody with an opinion, me.
can suck them mora.
Go suck.
So what about
Chinga tu madre, puto.
Jim Jones? There's been room. There's
Yo, Jim Jones is
the Jim Jones dresses
so
too much like
Jim
the-
Jones. Nothing wrong with the way Jim Jones dresses.
It's what he
Let him
does.
do it. He's still trying to act like
Thank
that.
you.
Though.
I brought that up on before the pod too, Jim Jones. I was like, listen, it's fine to wear your baggy pants and your whatever and look how you want to look, but meeting the 17-year-old kids behind the school that drink a 40 is some YN shit. You don't need to be on the block doing on the block shit with the YNs. Like, you know what I mean? That's where
Yeah.
I like that's where people look. The difference between like the Jim Jones and the Wale attack are, I think.
To play
All
devil's
right, so
advocate.
let's take a look at this outfit real quick.
Oh yeah, shit.
He hasn't changed though. That's
I
who
don't
the
hate
fuck
it though.
he's
Like
been.
again, he's an artist. Like,
And that's who he's been for 25 years. We've seen Jim Jones look like this. He doesn't have to change his dress code for anybody.
So would you say, no one's saying that he has to change his dress code, but do you think after 25 years that maybe your dress code would evolve? Like, I don't think, the only issue I have with this is at a certain age, your draws shouldn't be out.
Let me play devil's advocate here, where there's let's just say a belief or a segment of people that have a belief that you should always look the part. Let's say, you know that term, look the part.
Yep.
There's this understanding that, you know, depending on where you are or what you do, like if you're a president, let's say, you should look the part. So they'll also throw that now at a person like Jim or Wale or myself, and they'll say, you're a father, right? They'll say, I'm a father. I need to look the part of a father, whatever that means to them.
The father's a man. That's it. He just has to be a male.
I'm just saying, playing devil's advocate. There's people that will say that to you, and they'll say like, you shouldn't look like your kids. How your kids dress and how you look shouldn't match. Like, you should look the part. I've heard people say that, even to myself. So let's bring that to the forefront. What y'all think of that?
Kids usually.
I think that still goes to age appropriate, because I see a 24-year-old kid with a 24-year-old man with a kid. Am I going to tell that 24-year-old he got to dress like a 40-year-old man now because he's a dad?
Right.
I'm not going to tell a 40-year-old man he has to, but there's people that will. Yeah, they'll say you need to look the part. Now you're representing a role now.
Yeah, and the rebuttal to them, like I was saying, is like your kids usually emulate you. So
sometimes it depends.
Usually, I said usually
it depends.
Yeah,
not with fashion for the most part. Like,
I was telling Will this. The reason I'm a suit nigga, number one, is because of my dad. Because of my dad. My dad was always clean. So
but when you were in high school, you weren't going to school.
Yeah, when we were coming up.
I knew you were in high school. I never saw you wearing
a
It wasn't an everyday thing, but I pulled them off.
So
you wore a suit to school
when I wanted to.
There was an era where we used to put on them silk shirts. Y'all remember that silk shirt?
Bro, when Master P came out and everybody was in the suits with the fedora hat, get the fuck out of here, dog. You goddamn right. Yes, nigga.
The only nigga in this chat group that would wear a suit to school is Jude. Let's be real.
Swear to God, this nigga just said he really did.
I know he said he did, but I figure you were the only nigga I'd actually see do that. Like you actually used to constantly have that jacket, that suit blazer.
In high school?
Well, maybe it was right after. Was it like right after?
But not to school.
Like, was like in high school, Jude was
we're interested now, nigga.
Like, I've always dressed in, like, when I was in high school, it was like everything matched. If the FUBU matched, I had the FUBU suits. Like, I wore a suit, but it wasn't a suit, tailored suit. It was a sweatsuit, or it was an Adidas suit, or it was a FUBU suit.
Tearaways.
All of it.
Remember them tearaway era? I used to kill them shits. Yeah.
But I feel like at 40 years old, you can still dress your age, but still keep your style that you're grown accustomed to. Like there's that old Seinfeld joke where it's like your parents, your father stays in the era where he was the coolest. Like his clothes stay in the era where he was the coolest and shit, right? So it's like it's catching me in jeans. And it's not an event. Like I was the coolest one in the sweatsuits and everything like that. But you can find shit that still caters to your age type thing. You know what I'm saying? You can still dress your age. You won't see me. You can see me in khakis and a wife beater in the summertime, but they're not size 48 long.
We really gotta change the name of that shirt, bro. Every time.
Yeah, true. That's
every time I hear motherfuckers say wife beater, right? I was like, why do we really call it that?
It's a Murray.
You know what's crazy? I have no idea where I learned that name from.
This culture
it's everywhere.
Yeah,
bro.
Not just in our little section of where we live. Like it's everywhere.
No, a lot of we grew up where that was just like a term. Yeah.
I don't even know why it's called that.
For the tank tops, because the niggas I used to beat their wives.
It's not even. It's
that's my assumption. At least.
And it's not even niggas though, because it didn't.
No, I don't mean literally niggas. I'm saying it's the motherfuckers that used to wear it.
Yeah. You know where I think it was like every time you see that angry husband in a movie or in a TV show,
They portray him in
he was in a
the
white
tank top.
beater. He was in that tank top, and he's like, "Ethel, where's my dinner?" Like, you know what I mean?
Yo, is Jude frozen right now? I ain't seen this nigga's head move in a minute.
I'm reading.
He's trying to find where it actually came from.
Oh, you're trying to find the origin.
Three of us is talking shit. One of us is working.
I was just making sure he wasn't frozen again.
The whole thing is like putting on a wife beater, saying I gotta pick up a new pack of wife beaters, all that stuff. Never in my head.
It didn't sound the same.
It didn't register. It didn't register.
I know what you mean.
Beater. It was just like it's like saying t-shirt or crew neck or hoodie. You know what I'm saying? Which is wild. Like I found myself
article of clothing.
I try not to say it too tough because it's wild to just be like, yeah, and I got some new wife beaters. And then you like as an adult, and that's just I guess that's like along the same lines as like as your knowledge and your vocabulary grows, sometimes your wardrobe kind of does too. Like not grows, evolves.
Yeah.
So I think when people say you're dressed too young, it's your wardrobe and how you're dressing isn't evolving. And I think Jim Jones kind of just stacks it to it because he acts and hangs out with the young. Like he's scared to be 50.
Hey,
for me personally, I think it's mostly about a time and a place. Like that's mostly what I would base your wardrobe around. Like where are you going? Right? You going to a funeral, you're going to a wedding, you're going to some a really nice dinner, or am I just going to the grocery store? Why the fuck do I need to wear anything grown if I'm going to the grocery store? You know what I'm saying? Or what Wale was doing. He's literally sitting, like you said, adjacent or whatever on a little pole, but he ain't doing shit. He's just chilling. Like what the hell he need to be wearing?
Sitting on a little pole.
I didn't say that.
Whatever that shit was that he was sitting on.
The exact term was tiny banister.
A tiny
banister. There you go.
Skinny banister.
Oh, you did say skinny. Yeah. But you feel me? Like it's not really about anything other than what you were like. It has to fit what you're doing more so than anything else.
Yeah, it makes
sense. As long as you're within that realm.
But do you think like you go into the grocery store and you don't have to dress grown, but you think what you throw on is still mature to your age?
I think at least the way you wear it.
Yeah.
Like my pants.
Presentation of yourself, man.
Okay.
The way you wear it. Not necessarily the item, but the way you put it on. Like you put it on like I guess more mature. Your butt's not hanging out. Your shit's not dragging on the ground. You're not looking young and sloppy in a sense. But it's the same style of clothing, you know? The same style of tee, same style of sweats, same style of runners. But I guess you just wear it more, more grown.
And I think that explains it perfect. I'm talking about Jones. The Wale one was wild to me because I didn't even think. Maybe there's just the pink sneakers.
I think they were just hating on the fit.
They were just hating on
more than the age. I think they were hating on the fit.
Yeah, because honestly,
they could have used Jim Jones because Jim Jones dressed like his ass is always out. Like he looks.
Yeah, like not
for the money that he's probably spending on these clothes. He looks a little sloppy sometimes.
And for real. And even when like that was in, that whole sagging thing to me was never pants for their waist. That's what my mother used to say. Your pants for their waist. Like I don't know why they're underneath. What are you advertising? That's what my mom used to ask me that all the time. What the fuck would you be advertising? Why you show off your body?
Dude, why were your pants below your waist? Dude, what's up with that?
Like, that's like I don't know I never caught that.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You were known for that. You were one of them niggas when you were young.
You were a sag nigga?
Oh. He used to sag. He didn't give a fuck.
This nigga's making shit the fuck up.
Dude was known for having his ass
This nigga went from I wore suits to school to now I was sagging.
Did you sag the suit?
When we were younger, Jude was known for having his ass out. That's a wild statement.
That does sound wild.
That's a wild statement.
No, I'm playing.
They swear to God, you threw 4 niggas that don't like each other right now on this podcast. That's what it said. He's just making shit up.
So, tell me something more wild. Because I know the YNs from like, I don't know if they still do this, but I know my kids used to do this when they was teenagers and stuff like that. They be wearing their basketball shorts under their jeans, like they always ready for a pickup game.
Like none of them can ball. Like there's like 4 out of the.
Yeah, I swear they don't do that. That's what we did.
That's what we did. That. Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Our pants were big enough. These niggas skinny jeans can't be doing that, bro.
But we literally were hooping though. So like,
y'all would just like drop trow in the middle of the like and just.
We never used the change room. Like we went 15 years just going to the gym,
drop
hoop. Yeah, like right on the sideline where they.
But you was on your way to norm, right? if we was hanging out, let's say when we was kids, let's say when we was like 16 years old, we all hanging out. It's like, yo, we just gonna grab some 40s, some Edo Japan, and hit this house party. That's the day. You know what I'm saying? I just sparked everybody's memories on that.
And me and EJ can play a game in the backyard right now.
Do you have your gym shorts under your pants?
Yo, I'll give you the protocol for it, right? If you left the house in the morning, you wore gym shorts. If you got home and you got a chance to shower and it was like past 6, 7, 8 o'clock and you leaving the house, you ain't wearing the gym shorts. Don't need them. But first thing, if you leaving the house during the day,
right,
you gotta have your gym shorts on.
You had the tearaways on, and then you could put the gym shorts comfortably under that shit.
You know how many times I got caught with the tearaways and just like my boxer briefs, like, like I never hooped or nothing like that, but I never understood why. I guess I understood it, but I never could do it. I hated having something extra.
It felt extra.
You remember how the shorties used to rock those tearaways, bro? They would like have like the one button at the bottom and like 2 buttons up top, and then the rest is just exposed leg.
Open. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
They was
like,
comfortable as hell. With
These
that cool
girls, I'm
breeze
like,
on the coochie. That's how you get chapped lips.
Shit.
All right. New subject?
I didn't even know we were on one.
Can I put this up here? I want to put this up here because this is like, I just feel like I need to just read this out and show motherfuckers here.
Let's see this.
I need people to talk about this.
This is the first time I've seen that Thaddeus has better Wi-Fi than Will Hayes. You be freezing a lot today.
Yeah, his neighbor's Wi-Fi's on. What?
This shit had me cracking up.
A woman passed away. Her family didn't have any photos of her, so they had to use one from social media. This is the most decent. When I first posted this, I thought it said recent.
Recent, yeah. That's
it says the most decent photo that they could find.
Yo, daughter.
At this point, just don't put my picture up.
Your daughter.
My mama don't have a picture of me. Your mama.
That's got to be a joke, no?
I don't know if it's real or not, but I feel
they
like
couldn't just zoom in on her face or some shit,
right? But no, she looks like she's taking dick though, so you might not want to zoom in on her face.
But if it's just her face, you might still be like, I don't know what she's doing. In this position now, it's undeniable.
Mm-hmm. Your mama don't have a picture of you,
right?
My
mama put up a baby picture before she put this.
Yeah. That gotta be a joke, childish picture.
You gotta be a joke.
My mama will put up a picture of me as a baby with the fucking Heineken before she puts up this shit. Yeah, I stole a Heineken from my dad when I was a kid, and they caught a picture of it. It was funny. I don't know why.
Well, let's hope that you don't have a picture of you on all fours in a nightie, nigga.
Why the
You know what's funny? You said they caught a picture like it just happened. They didn't have like cell phones, nigga. They went and found a Kodak camera, right? And had to pull that out. And they
how long did they let me run around with that beer for?
Y'all, they must have been a minute because they had to go get a Kodak to take that shit.
How much of that beer was gone when they got back? I gotta ask my mom this.
Right? Yo, they might have just put it back in your hand and be like, yo, do that again.
Exactly. That ain't no random shit like today where you could just pull your phone out and snap that real quick.
Unless maybe they were taking pictures of other shit at the same time and they just happened to have the camera there. It's like, yo, look.
Maybe I was an infant drinking. I gotta talk to somebody.
Maybe you were an infant drinking and they had you drink some more for the picture. Maybe that wasn't your first Heineken.
Yo, black people are just different. Black people in the 80s were just, you know what? Parenting in the 80s was just different. Fuck that. Because I know some white kids. I used to go to their houses and it's like their dad would hand you a beer and you're like, what?
Parenting in the 80s was way different. By 8 years old, we were roaming the streets and shit. Basically, you run to the park, you run here, you run there. Like
my mom pulled me out of a dance hall at fucking 13 years old at like 3 a.m. Well, I was just out there with a big man. Them, yeah, man, just out there, and them niggas weren't saying shit. You irresponsible motherfuckers! Like, send me home. My mom got to show up in the hall and drag me out, nigga. Send me home. Fuck you doing?
You weren't gonna listen.
You do something, at least make an attempt.
You were not gonna listen, okay? I swear by age 7 you stopped listening.
I don't.
Okay?
You're right.
It was hard to tell you to do what you didn't want to do.
Yeah, you're right. Still.
Y'all want to talk about Kendrick Lamar at the Grammys?
I was just putting that he surpassed Jay-Z as the most Grammy-winning rapper of all time. And does that change anyone's I imagine not, but does it change the GOAT conversation at all?
No, because fuck the Grammys anyway. Like,
Yeah, I figured so.
like I mean, no, it's not about fuck the Grammys. It's just like it's like they just don't seem like they're anything as legit as they used to be. Like they just, I don't know.
But you know,
It's an
before that,
academy on top of it. Like it's like the Oscars, right?
but like before this, Jay-Z and Kanye, I think Jay-Z had 25, Kanye had 24 Grammys, and they seem like the right niggas to have the most Grammys.
Right.
No?
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, they started like giving out Grammys to like hip hop artists.
Macklemore.
Yeah, like they started just handing shit out. Like,
I feel you.
you know what I mean? Like Macklemore, okay, yeah, he rapped in the music, but that was not hip hop music. You know what I'm saying?
So,
Like,
to devil's advocate, the Grammys is the highest level of accolades provided by your peers.
oh, they're for your
in
peers.
music,
Okay, well, I see
or
that's
from your peers, your musical peers.
so
Like there's a Grammy commission. Like it's not like your musical peers, as in like
so your
what's
competition
headed-
is also voting on you.
anybody on the. I don't think anybody who's nominated is voting, but I think people on the Grammy. There's people on the Grammy committee, which is artists, producers, people in the industry, like your industry peers.
Does you not think that would kind of create a bias too, though? Like, I fucks with
But a
this
lot of
artist.
times, sometimes like in the those groups, there's not a single hip hop motherfucker in that.
Right.
You know, that's judging. So it's like, yeah, I got a country producer and a pop artist and like a A&R from a blues band or something. And they're making judgments on what's the best hip hop for that year.
Like Vibe should have won, but he didn't because there was probably no like actual reggae head in the fucking committee. You know what I mean?
Should have won for what?
Best reggae artist for the year.
Who do you go against?
Oh fuck!
Who
it was
won?
Some random. I don't even know this nigga's name. See what I mean? Like, it's some dude from England, I think. Like, and the comeback that Cartel had over the last year, like from prison to the world stage, bro. Like, that man.
But was his music better?
I think so.
Did you hear the other guy's music?
Yeah, I didn't like it. That's just me though.
Just a
I'm
perfect
just
game.
saying, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Quick interjection. I had a conversation. It's funny you asked that, Will, because we were having the same kind of discussion about the Academy Awards and how Michael B. Jordan won. And this one dude is like, man, fuck that. Timothy Chalamet should have won.
Oh, for that.
And then we're like,
ping pong?
yeah. And then we're like, yo, did you watch Sinners? He's like, no. I was just like, how the fuck do you have?
Michael B. Jordan should have won twice, nigga, for each role.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes we have opinions on shit. Like I've done it a billion times where I'm like, yo, this shit ain't shit. Da da da. It's like, did you hear it?
No.
Nah, I'm just saying
Nah.
it just feel like it wouldn't be shit to me.
Feel
I
like
don't know. Shit.
That's
But
wild.
I saw it too with Sinners. It's like, yo, someone said that Sinners is just revenge porn for black people. And then underneath is like, so revenge for what?
right? Revenge for
Quiet. These crickets.
Right?
Like,
And I'm like, and who else? My homeboy posted this thing, and I shared it. It's like Sinners is proof that you can't talk about Black history without the Irish injecting themselves into everything. And I was like, they love that. We were slaves too. Shit. And I was like, get the fuck out of here, you indentured servant. you had heat. You had heat in the house, nigga.
Oh,
you weren't no motherfucking slave.
I'm gonna do a lot of editing tonight. Shit. Get the fuck out of here, you indentured servant is wild.
That's a bar.
That's what
a
they
hell of a
were,
bar.
though. They were called indentured servitude. It wasn't slavery for them. It was the English
Yeah,
came
that's
over
not
there
the
and
wild
said,
part.
"You
That's not the
motherfuckers."
wild part, fam.
Yeah.
No, that
Oh
wasn't
no,
the wild
it's me
part
and
of the
my
sentence.
ignorance. You indentured fucking servant. Sit your ass down. You want to be a slave so bad? Let me whoop you.
Jeez,
but
I'm lying,
You want to be a
mercy.
fucking slave? They want to be us so
Where's
bad
my
they want
motherfucking
slavery,
Grammy
nigga.
music? Where's that? I need that Grammy music. But to bring it back, just to loop around back to Daddy's question,
Kendrick.
I do think that it should spark a new conversation about the GOAT now. As far as we can't just have one GOAT that stays the GOAT forever.
No, it's
There
impossible.
I think Kendrick should be in that conversation as being on that Jay-Z level of hip hop now.
Yeah.
40's the new 20? Kendrick's the new Jay-Z. On different levels, of course, with different
different
things and
levels.
everything like that. But I think Kendrick may be the new Jay-Z.
Like, how many albums?
Generations. You know how when we was coming up, it's like we grew up with Jay and The Rock, and every move he did put Jay-Z more into that legendary upper echelon for us. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's happening with Kendrick in this new generation, where it's like Kendrick's here now. We started with Section 80. We grew up with him, but now with every move that he's making is putting him more into God, quote unquote, like status in hip hop. And I think Kendrick should be in the discussions of being the new Jay-Z, but the current Kendrick, not to put comparisons on him.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree totally with that either. I say if we've always used these metrics, different forms, but these metrics, either album sales, number one hits, any form of those metrics we've always used. We use that to big up Eminem when he was on his run, why people considered him number one. We use that to big up Jay-Z in different forms. Now, he didn't have as much in terms of the wins or the number one records, but he had all the other numbers like the Grammys.
Well, the number one records he definitely had.
He had that record as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think he's had more number one records than
Drake has most number ones.
Oh, Drake might now, but for the longest time it was like
I'm gonna look it up.
Frank Sinatra and Jay-Z.
Frank Sinatra, Jay-Z.
Okay, but you get my point then, right? We've always kind of used these metrics to measure why these people are great. So why wouldn't we still be using that same metric now that Kendrick has surpassed the number one Grammys? Like, obviously that should be put towards his greatness and why he should be in that conversation now. Like,
I think the only difference between
I was gonna say the fact that he's double Eminem's Grammys. Like, I think Eminem had 15 last time I was looking. Yeah. Like, and people like blew Eminem up, deservingly so. But if this brother surpassed him at this age too, because Kendrick ain't even old, so there's more to come.
Yeah.
So just to interrupt, I was going to say the artists with the most number one albums on the Billboard 200, we have the Beatles at the 19, Taylor Swift at 15, Drake and Jay-Z tied at 14, and Barbra Streisand, The Wind Beneath My Wings.
Hell yeah.
At 11.
What's the most singles?
Hold on, the Beatles have 19
number one albums. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even think Jay-Z got 19 albums.
I was gonna say, like, how many Drake albums these guys make?
I think the Beatles made like over 20 albums, bro.
Sorry, it goes Beatles, then who?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift has how many?
50.
Like, that's what it says. The artist with the most number one albums.
Yeah. Who's got the most?
It goes Beatles, Taylor Swift, then
Drake,
then Jay-Z.
Where's Mike?
Drake and Jay-Z are tied.
Okay. Crazy.
Fuck. Well, Mike didn't put out that many albums, though. That's why. Mike had a big spaces between his albums, right? Like, these niggas drop albums every 2 years. You were waiting 4 or 5 years for a Michael album. Like, you know what I mean? So that's why. And he probably would have.
He would have mashed that list.
Murdered him, and Prince would have murdered that list, bro. If Prince was more consistent with his shit, he would have been.
But I think back then people weren't putting out albums like that, and I don't know if they'd be as successful if they were.
You don't think so? You know what I mean? You don't, just based on the talent, him, Madonna, certain people like that.
Yeah, and there was
I don't know. I guess it just wasn't a thing back then. Now you kind of have to be. You have to put out music often enough just to stay relevant.
The problem with those albums is because back then they were physical, right? So they pressed all these albums, they'd put them out, and then they'd have to wait like a month to see what the fuck they made from it, right? So they're not gonna just get ready to work on another album and release it next year when they probably not gonna make no money off.
Even when they did physical albums, there was always the first week sales. There was always that metric that they judged by. You know what I'm saying? Because like Sam the Record Man, Sam Goody, HMV, all them. Yeah. As soon as it's sold, the reports go back, right? Yeah. But I think, just to your point, I agree but back then, shit stuck with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So even if you had to go out and buy the album and everything like that, you didn't have the privilege that we have to be like, okay, I'm cool with that. Let me, like, when the new J. Cole came out.
Yeah.
And then we could go, okay, now I'm going to go listen to BX The Plug in the same day. Back then, it's like I could only buy 1 or 2 albums.
Yeah.
And these need to sit with me and resonate with me. Right. So if you have another number one album, let's say you have a number one album on the Billboard for the next month or whatever, with that included with radio, that shit is like I think it's more tangible and was harder to do back then because it had to stay with motherfuckers.
Facts.
Or they just start listening to, if they caught the next one, they call in the radio stations, I want to listen to this one now.
And I also,
and then that one you get more spins.
I also believe that like making music back then wasn't as easy as it is now. Like,
Right.
yeah, I get that those people have the access and they got the money and shit and they could have done whatever. But I think the fact that like anybody could make a song, mix and master it within fucking 3-4 hours and put it out has a lot to do with the fact that like, but music,
And that's just to add on, not just that, and to put it out.
yeah,
So you can distribute your own shit now.
like we do, like, you know what I mean? And music used to resonate, like you said, it used to sit with us. Like we would go to the club when we were clubbing, like 98, 97, 2000 was when we like started getting into whether it was legal or not. We was there. And we were still rocking Black Sheep. They were still playing fucking Engine number 9. That shit's from 91. So we kept that shit going, right? So we made now music just comes out so fast that if your shit ain't hot, nigga, you better stay on it. Cause like when they made a hot song, that shit stayed hot for 10 years back then. You know what I mean? Like it was crazy. And then we mixed it into new shit. Who's fucking tonight? And then we did all that other shit, mixed all the old shit into the new shit, and we kept it going. Now you can't make mixes like that because the new songs are just blowing shit out of the water, right?
But you know what then? With that being said, maybe it's harder now to stay at number
It is.
one.
It's harder, way harder now. I think it's way harder now. Because guess what? Some random dude could make a good song over a stream like this, and it just blows up because people think the song was good, and all of a sudden you're number one, like Because I Got High.
Yeah, it's so
Shout
difficult
out
because like
Afro,
I
by
don't
the way.
even really understand how the metrics work, and like I guess number one, streaming, and then like the way they correlate streaming to album sales is different.
They
Like
go by
It's like
pre-sales and they go by
you could tell me Drake sold more albums than so and so from the 90s, but really, like, could he actually sell more physical copies? And maybe Drake could. That might be a bad example, but like I don't really quite get like
if we had
how you can equate
compare the
So
streams
they
to.
say,
Yeah.
so like was it Nielsen or Billboard and RIAA got together and they said about 1,500 on-demand or audio or video streams from an album are equivalent to one album sale. So 150 streams equals one track sale. 1,250 premium audio streams equals one album unit.
that's financially
370. This is just in general.
okay.
3,750 ad-supported streams equal one album unit. So basically, 150 streams equals one sale, as far as a track. And that's just what they decided to. They just got together. The RIAA got together and said, okay, so streaming's popular. How do we equate streams to album sales? And they said, oh, this is their numbers. This is what it is.
So
That's why it's like if you get 150 plays, you only get and then Spotify and all them are paying like 0.0004 cents. So basically, I think they got in with cahoots with the streaming companies.
I see how that works because like okay, let's bring that like how you brought like single track you were saying. Let's bring it back to like singles. Remember how we used to be able to go to the fucking store and buy a single for $8 and it's got like the B-side and then the instrumental or whatever, but you're paying physical money for that. So that now is so basically it sounds like 150 people would have to buy the single for it to equal one sale for that artist.
Well,
So
yeah,
technically, it's like the new
Well,
way.
stream it.
It's the new way
Purchasing
of-
is still purchasing. Like if you have a single on Apple or if you have a single on iTunes and they buy it, that counts as a sale.
Now, what about people?
We're talking about streaming, like Spotify, where you pay for the monthly streaming platform.
Okay.
So I have a quick question. So if I stream, I don't know if you'll even be able to answer this, but if I'm streaming an album, right, and I skip like 7 songs, does that still count as a complete album stream?
It
Or
depends on how long you listen to the song for them to like, because they're like, okay, is it a 30-second listen? Is it a 1-minute listen? Does it count towards, like, it's crazy how they do. Because if you look at your own DistroKid, it breaks that shit right down, like your 30-second listens, your 1-minute listens, and how much it's worth and how much of a stream it's worth.
so if I have an album where, let's say, 3 songs get streamed just like astronomically, that would boost my album streams
Sales, yeah.
versus a guy that might have an entire album that gets streamed like people are listening to the whole album but less times, but somehow I still sell more albums with less.
Yeah, so if you put out an album and one song off the album gets played 150 times and someone else puts out an album and that whole album gets played 50 times, the person who got that one song played 150 times is kind of an album.
That's how Drake blew up his shit. Is it all of his
so that's why it's so hard to like compare like.
And that's why everybody's dropping singles now. Nobody's putting out albums. Everybody's putting out singles now, which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But
I think Kendrick's the new GOAT.
Yeah, I kind of gotta agree with that now, right? Because he might be he's a hip hop artist that like I feel like the purists still respect, but he can still hit numbers, and that's kind of what Jay-Z was, like a very popular artist that the purists still respect.
And when he drops,
I feel like Drake doesn't really have the respect of the purists like that.
No,
and J. Cole don't really have the successful career like the others. So it might be Kendrick, like
And Kendrick gets people talking. Like every time Kendrick drops a song, from the Super Bowl to whatever he does, people talk about it for an extended period of time.
I think I describe Kendrick as he's a backpacker with a big chain.
Right.
That's my description of Kendrick.
I like that.
He's a backpacker with a big chain. He's a backpack rapper with a big chain, bro. Because he can say, "All right, let me jump on a track with Mos Def and body that shit." Okay, let me jump on a track with fucking Selena Gomez and body that shit. Okay, let me jump on a track with Eminem and body that shit. Because he's versatile as fuck, man.
The only thing I would want, and it's not really that necessary, but I feel like to get into that Jay-Z status, he just got to do some more outside of just music.
I think to get to that Jay-Z status, he's got to get into some ownership. Like I know TDE is his thing, but they can.
Nah, he's done with TDE.
You're right.
Wow, that's Punch or not Punch? Is it Punch?
No.
Punch from TDE, right? Punch and Top Dog.
Top Dog, yeah.
But and he needs to get like into that. Like I don't want to say like
mogul.
Mogul. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. You know what I mean? So when people start looking at him like that, then I think you'll like how they're looking at Eminem right now, because M's got all this shit that he owns, all these things that he's pushing. He's growing his brand, the Slim Shady brand, the whole, you know what I mean? So
even Drake, I mean, even J. Cole got a label that had been putting niggas on, really.
Yeah, like
Kendrick kind of just doing music.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Cole got Dreamville, and I think Dreamville even has like a festival and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is you got to put people on that make it, like how Jay's put people on that have made it. They've done things on their own after. You know what I mean? And like Dre.
No rappers though, other than Cole, I think.
Yeah, Dre, perfect example. Everybody he touches can break
Rihanna.
off and do his own thing. You know.
Hold on, you say Jay-Z didn't put on no?
Like who's the most successful rapper that Hov put on?
Kanye.
But if you want to give him that, I don't know.
I don't
Jay just wanted him to produce.
I don't know if you want to really give him that.
I think Kanye kind of forced Jay's hand.
Freeway?
I was saying Cole. I think Cole's the most that Jay had the push on mogul status, because I don't think
Rihanna.
She don't rap though.
Okay.
I'd say Rihanna 100%.
Yeah, Rihanna. Yeah,
100%. Like she's probably the most successful artist. Yeah. She's a billionaire. I mean, we're just gonna get kids from her. I don't think we're gonna get another album.
I don't think you gonna hear her pop up on some like guest spot and then that's it. She's like like how T.I. said he's done making albums. He's still gonna rap, but he's done making albums. You know what I mean?
And I think that goes back to what we were saying. I think he's done making albums because albums don't make money.
That's the point. Like, you know,
why put all that work into something when you could just pop a single off and get a couple mil off a single and still keep it moving independently?
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You don't got to go on a single run. You don't got to go on a single tour. Yeah. You can put out a single and do a tour of your old shit.
You know what though? I feel like you got to just have you got to have at least one classic album,
a form of a catalog, some form
because to go on tour, you can't. It's hard to tour with just one hit single. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess people still do it, but not to have like that continuous longevity and like, you know, some people could tour for the next 20 years off of their first, like 50 Cent could tour forever off his first two albums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, though. You're touring off the albums, right? Like, if you don't drop the album, your tour needs a theme, which is usually your album that you're about to drop, or you just did. Like, you know what I mean?
No, you could create a theme for a tour. You just have to have a body of work that is people can relate to for like an hour and a half, or however long it is.
Rihanna could never drop another album again, and she could sell out tours across the world.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? It's just.
And like once you just really need to have one or two, and then after that you could just drop singles and add a song here to every other. But like Raekwon could go tour Purple Tape forever.
Yep. Bro, Vanilla Ice is touring off Ice Ice Baby. Aside from the bullshit.
He's still touring?
Yes.
I don't think
he's the headline for the I Love the 90s tour every single fucking year.
Headline.
Maybe, but if he's touring that's on a festival circuit, that's a little bit easier.
That's not his tour.
It don't matter.
Nah, I'm saying he can't go like. I don't know. I can't imagine a promoter going, "Yo, Vanilla, I want to bring you across the country
on a Vanilla Ice tour." Like the Ice Ice Baby tour would never exist.
No, but like it's like you get people that get that one hit and fucking can tour off of it. Yes, he did an album, but the tour was for that song. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Early on, but he can't tour off that shit today.
Not now. But like
I'm saying you need an album. You need a solid album to be able to tour off of like your continuous like singles.
Speaking of tour,
for the rest of your life.
Even think about it now. Like, not a lot of artists can do tours. There's a lot of group tours going on. Nelly has a group tour with Ja Rule and all them. Yeah. Like, a lot of people can't.
It's hard
tour
to
alone,
tour solo,
even if they have classic albums now.
Even the new artists.
Like when you said Raekwon can tour off of the Purple Tape.
I'm not talking stadiums.
Yeah, not stadiums, arenas. It's gonna be like at Tantra and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
And we're still gonna go. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. We're trying to open. What do you mean?
You know what I'm saying? Or at the old back alley and stuff like that. But some of these artists, these big artists that have gone diamond, like Nelly and Ja and all them, have to do like I Love the 90s style group tours and not in memoriam, because that's when someone dies, but the like nostalgic style tours. You know what I'm saying? Like, even look at Boys to Men, even like outside of hip hop and R&B, you look at New Kids on the Block and Backstreet Boys have to link up to go on a tour together in order to make funds and stuff. Like, it's just tough getting people out they fucking crib to go see a concert.
Yeah.
But I mean, all those people you mentioned, they can put on a show for an hour and people will know the music.
100%. Yeah.
Versus Vanilla Ice, after he played Ice Ice Baby,
it's done.
I think he got that with a
got that Ninja
Go Ninja.
Bro, do you see what he performed that? Did you see him just perform that at that MAGA convention with that dusty ass turtle, bro? That he looked like he pulled out this turtle costume out of a fucking, I don't know, some basement somewhere, but this turtle costume was gray. It wasn't even green no more, nigga. It's like, where you get this?
That reminds me of a joke that I heard this nigga tell. He's like, how much of a racist do you have to be to consider Kid Rock art?
Oh, yeah, I see that. Yes.
I was laughing so hard. I was gonna repost it. I couldn't even fix my thumbs, man. I was crying in tears. So I was thinking about, and they showed clips of Kid Rock songs. I was like, yeah, man, this is trash. Like, how racist do you have to be to support Kid Rock and his art, dog? This is horrible. Bro. Him and Nova's wife.
Oh yeah, Nova's
wife is wild. Mr. McDonald.
Crazy, yeah. Okay, I got a question for y'all. A real question.
You hear he's doxing niggas now over his last album, eh?
Okay, well, come to my house.
No. It's hilarious. He's posting screenshots and profile pictures and information of the people who reviewed his album negatively on Twitter.
That's not gonna stop his album from sounding like shit.
I'm just saying. That's some.
I mean, do you expect anything less from this motherfucker though?
Yeah, no, because them right niggas is bitches.
Shout out to Nova. I got a question for y'all though. A world-class doctor gets drunk before surgery and ends up giving the wrong medicine to a patient, and the patient dies. Okay, so he covers it up by falsifying the medical report, but the doctor gets caught after a bit and now is facing life in prison. But the doctor is the #1 doctor for a specific type of surgery, and without him, people immediately will start to die. Should this doctor be prosecuted and sent to jail for one life, or kept free for the many lives that he has the potential to save? He cannot practice surgery if he gets convicted, so being a surgeon while he's in jail and let out is not an option.
Don't give a fuck. Lock him up.
Sorry, is this a hypothetical? Or is this a real story?
It's a real story.
No, it's nigga.
He's telling you, right?
You see me all serious? I was all serious. No, it's real story.
I was watching Law and Order the other night. I was watching Law and Order the other night, and I'm like, you know what? This is a good question to ask the boys.
I seen it.
Oh, so it's off Law and Order.
Yeah, it's not a real scenario.
It's a real Law and Order story.
Yeah, it's real Law and Order. All right, let's talk about it. I want to hear what y'all think.
Lock him up. I don't give a fuck if he's the number one, but not the only. He made a choice. He already killed the nigga. So what? He made.
So let's say he's the only doctor.
No, there's no let's say.
He's the only one.
Well, somebody taught him.
Okay.
Somebody taught him his job, so somebody could teach somebody else that job. Lock him up.
No,
lock him up. Bro, he made a conscious choice to perform drunk surgery.
Somebody taught Michael Jordan how to play ball. Don't mean that everybody can play ball like that. You know,
Michael Jordan ain't never accidentally dribbled on a nigga's head and killed him.
I mean, is that? I'm joking.
I'm just saying. Michael Jordan. Listen, this is where that privilege bullshit comes in. They let Michael Jordan play a game with the flu because he was fucking Michael Jordan. Is that safe? No, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Listen, he made a conscious choice because, listen, I drank liquor and got drunk and then went and performed fucking surgery on somebody and killed that person, or gave the wrong medication and killed, then covered it up. Nigga, no, go to fucking jail, bro. I don't give a fuck. Go to jail, bro.
The consequence of that are these people that need that surgery.
That hypothetical consequence, because now you're changing shit. He's the number one doctor, not the only.
Dog, that's the whole point of it. What are you talking about?
No, you said number one doctor.
If he goes to jail,
good. Somebody else will do the surgery.
Okay. Anybody else?
You're obsessed with words, bro. So I'm going by the words you use.
Nigga, I wrote it. Of course I'm obsessed with the words in it, nigga.
Then
the fuck are you talking about?
Then
nigga,
someone else does the surgery.
If he goes to jail, people will die.
But he's not the only one.
Thing.
Hey man, listen. Niggas die every day, B.
Okay. And that motherfucker that died is one of those niggas that died every day.
No, he was killed. By a choice made.
So he didn't die? He was killed, but he's still walking around the streets.
Just like those people that Trump was talking about, without arms and legs, walking around.
Who's talking about Trump, nigga? I'm just saying. Okay, so you think he should go to jail then? You think he should go to jail?
Yes, he made a
regardless if he's the only one that can save other people's lives.
Okay, yes. You know why? Because
you got to go to jail. Otherwise, you're creating God complexes.
Let's say I'm the best forklift motherfucking driver in this warehouse, and I'm the only one that can lift this one package up here, this fucking whatever pause package.
Right.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm the only guy that can do this. But then I decide to get fucking drunk and come drive my forklift and take out a rack, and that lands on somebody. Oh, just because I'm the best in the world, I don't get to go to jail for fucking this guy's life up?
But, I understand that part.
No, you don't. I'm telling you don't, because you're about to argue it.
Right.
Well, he's arguing the other side of it.
I would never argue something I don't understand, nigga. I'm a grown ass adult. Number one. Number two. But my point is, because I don't have an opinion on this. That's why I put it out there. So I'm just giving two sides to something. It's called podcasting. So you being the best at lifting that man's package to the top of the rack.
Hey, yo! It was the package, not that man's package.
Right, but if you don't, I apologize. I was just fucking with you. If you don't do that, will other lives being lost? It's the life versus the life of one versus the life of many is the question.
It's possible, but I'm only the best, not the only.
Can we thread the needle? And a part of this man's punishment is, how you get sent to prison and you got to do yard work, or you got to do different. Can he still be forced to perform surgeries while he's in?
He can't. No, he can't practice.
No.
Once he's in jail, it's a wrap.
You're going to jail for fucking surgery up, nigga. You're not performing no more.
So my whole point of this is, there's I understand what you coming at, Mason, but nobody else is doing this. My question is the life of the one versus the life
of the others.
And then I threw a moral thing in there as far as an intentional cover up of a mistake that got someone killed. So that's why why I want to get this debate, because I don't think there's a right answer,
because
in my opinion.
It's not really a right answer, but there's a whole lot of dealing with ifs here. So like, what can I use as an example? Let's say we brought it up the other day. Can you punch a nigga in the face because you think that a nigga's gonna get punched in the face? Like, you know what I mean? Like, just because people might die because this guy's gonna go to jail doesn't mean he shouldn't get punished for some shit that he did wrong, causing death.
Okay.
So, like, I'm sorry, like
pretty simple.
Somebody taught him how to do that surgery. Well, let's fucking get on teaching other people how to do the surgery, just in case somebody else decides to get drunk and fuck this up. Like, I don't know. Like, we can't just, because somebody's good at something, not punish them for shit they do wrong.
Yeah. Because then what do you do with the second best surgeon? He gets a pass too?
Want me to tell you something? Chris Benoit was one of the best wrestlers in the world, but he will never go into the Hall of Fame. Why? Because he murdered his wife and kid. Who cares how good he is at something? He's a piece of shit for doing this.
But how good he is at something does not save a life. So I understand the who cares how good he is at something, but if the how good he is at something, multiple people will continue to live.
Okay, but will he continue to get drunk multiple times and administer the wrong medication?
I don't know.
You know, that's a good question, because even if
he has
even
a
if he
fucking
does,
problem, clearly.
Hold on, even if he does, if you're playing the statistics, it's like, at what point does it become like unbearable? Like, would you give up 5 accidental deaths for the ability to save 5,000?
Yeah.
So let's say he's kept free, and there's stipulations. He can't drink. He has to do a breathalyzer before he does surgery or anything like that. So let's say the direct causation of him getting locked up is people will die. One life versus the many. Who do you save?
And of course, a lot of niggas going to jail.
Yep.
Morally,
it's a tough one.
There's an argument for it, but I wouldn't want to set the precedence that like you can get away with making a mistake like that, and then also the cover up also just proves that like he was aware that he
that's
was wrongdoing.
Do we know what the Hippocratic Oath is?
Off by heart?
No, I didn't ask you to. Do you know what it is?
Yeah,
basically. Yeah.
Okay. Did he violate that Hippocratic Oath?
Yeah, he
then
gave someone
what are we talking about?
And then covered it up.
What are we talking about? I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck if people. Okay, listen, people gonna die.
But you keep in mind, a part of the Hippocratic Oath too is that if someone is in need of medical assistance, that as a doctor you are supposed to do your best to save their lives.
But you're also supposed to do no harm, and you being intoxicated while doing the job puts that person at potential risk.
Now
that's why it's a good question. Is like is making that mistake once worth more than making that mistake once? Is that worse than
many people dying?
Applying it multiple thousands of times on the positive side.
And remember, the Hippocratic Oath is not legally binding. If you're a doctor, it's just going to strip you of your license or whatnot.
Yeah, you'll lose your license.
You know,
but that's another thing too. Once he does that and violate, jail is secondary now because he's losing that license anyway.
So you think that one life? So you're under in this situation, I guess you could say. I wouldn't put a broad brush on that. But you're under the thought that one life outweighs the many.
I am under the thought of, well, when it comes to this situation, see, this is the reason why I answered the way I did is because of how you wrote it, where he is the number one doctor. He wasn't the only. So I answered with that in mind. Now, with the only doctor, that's a tough one because I remember the one doctor the only doctor that could do eye surgery, he ended up dying, but now other people be doing the eye surgery. It's like you know what I mean? People figure shit out, bro. So you know what? Nah, he's got to get locked up either way. Because like I said, he learned that fucking shit somewhere, how to do the surgery. someone else is probably either in the process of learning it right now or will learn it later. He ain't the only motherfucker.
So you're hung up on that. He's the number one doctor for the specific type of surgery.
I
answered according to the question. Let's move out the number. That didn't even answer the question. You didn't even just answer the question I asked you.
No, I hear you.
So let's say this doctor is the one doctor. So take out the number part. This person is the one doctor.
Yeah, he still got to go to jail
for a specific type of surgery, and without him, people would die. I don't know.
Make it even more personal. Let's say Mason, you needed this surgery.
No, your kids. Let's say your kids needed the surgery.
Your kids needed surgery, but someone close, you or your kids.
Hey, dog, shit.
Would you allow this doctor to operate on your child, knowing that that's probably the best?
And he would have to be free.
He's taking a breathalyzer. He didn't kill him when he was sober, nigga. He killed him when he was drunk.
Okay, but imagine this. Imagine this. You're on the wait list for the surgery, and this doctor gets his trial 2 weeks before your scheduled date. Are you hoping this doctor go to jail, or are you hoping you free?
It's hard to judge without a frame of reference, right? Like, I'm not sick waiting for a doctor.
He just gave you a frame of reference.
That
whole sentence was a frame of reference.
No. I am not feeling that, so I don't know where my brain would be telling me in that position. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, you asking me that. It's like, nigga, you remember when you got shot? No, because I've never been shot. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know how I would be feeling about this in that situation.
The question is basically like, are you allowed to move the moral lines or the moral code because of your abilities to save a life? Is basically what we're asking. Like, if your ability to save lives, does that give you a bigger rope? Does that give you a bigger area to move along these moral codes, to make more mistakes than others are allowed to make? And are we okay with that?
I think it kind of does naturally anyway, but I think it's something that needs to be like,
and even to make monitored. The mistake, it's the cover up of the mistake.
That's the thing too.
Like, should they give you so it's like, should people give you, like, not even should you have more moral rope? Should they give you that?
Like, do you get that
knew
pass
what you did
of your ability?
You knew what you did. You knew you fucked up, and then you hid it.
Covered it up.
That's like another thing too. Like, can I even trust you?
So is everybody on the he should be locked up?
Oh, I actually mostly agree with Mason. I'm trying to just give the other side of you, but yeah.
But it's hard to think about
for the most part
when you're not a sick and dying person. Like, you know, it's crazy. Like,
yeah, and in the scenario I gave you, I'm like, I would probably be selfish and say I want my child or myself to be saved. But from the macro, you can't. It's such a slippery slope when you allow things like that to go ahead.
I think our personal opinions are always going to be like, well, I want to be saved, or I want my kid to be saved. I think that's an easy answer. But what's the moral? If you had to say, like, what's the moral answer? What would you say is the moral code?
Yeah, from the macro point of view, he's got to go to jail.
And is that the moral answer? Because now, remember, Will framed it where I know Mason had his opinion, but the way I'm hearing it is, if he goes to jail, people die. Point blank, period. That's it. They're going to die. So morally, is that okay?
Yes, because you cannot tell someone that you are allowed to be negligent and take chances with one person's life just because you have the ability to save multiple people's lives, right? Like, because now if you are that one person where this guy says, you know what, I'm going to get drunk today and take my chances, as a doctor, I don't think you should have that ability, or you should have that option. Like, you should. Yeah.
If you're about to get arrested by
I
the
actually
police,
don't think I have an answer there. I think it's very hard. Like, I'm thinking of also picture a scenario where you're on an island and there's only one pilot. Everybody else can't fucking fly. So if this nigga, he's been crazy. He's probably the reason you landed on this island all messed up because he was drunk or whatever. Same type of scenario where his ethical code was wrong. He tried to cover it up. But we're here. We're on the island. He's the only one that can get us off type shit. We either die or we give him the power again. That's why I feel like that's a tough one as hell. I don't think there's an easy answer to that at all.
And that one's a little more concrete because
you're gonna die.
It's like, and it's a much smaller,
probably a better,
what's the word?
Group of people, control group.
Yeah, it's a more controlled
scenario
group, right?
Yeah.
Versus, I mean,
look at it like this: when you're about to go to fucking jail or any cops are coming to arrest you for anything, it doesn't matter what problem. You could be like, yo, my kids are down the street. My pot up on fire. I'm Osaka Bundong. They don't give a fuck. You going to jail at that moment.
Well, no, the cops might
hold
give
up,
a
hold
fuck.
up, hold up, and then you can go to court.
They're just operating off of the operating off the law.
And then you can go to court. Then you can go to court and use all those same fucking excuses. And the judge is gonna go, you know what though? You broke the law.
Okay. And that's fine. Okay,
no, we all agree that the law's been broken. We're just asking the morals.
We're talking about morally because, I mean, slavery used to be illegal.
Oh,
so we're talking morally. So let me put it like this.
Morally, you should let a person save a person.
Let's put it like this. There's 10 people in a room. You have a gun. If you don't shoot one person in the head, that room will fill up and everybody's going to die except for you. What are you going to do? The room's going to fill up with, let's say, gas. And everybody except for you is going to die. You need to kill one person or 10 people die. What do you do?
Who knows? You got to be in that position.
Nigga, that's not how you pod.
That's the real question. Why this is some real shit. Yeah.
I got moral questions.
Who knows is the right answer, but I mean, let's
how do you
talk
morally
about
balance that?
Well, here's where the scenario's off, right? Because that doctor does not have to drink, and he does not have to kill that person.
Cool. You guys are really sitting on this. It's more You're not looking at the actual question. That's why I gave you the scenario.
I'll give you one back.
10 people.
Okay.
No, I want to know. I don't need the scenario back
like
though. I changed the scenario.
One life versus many. Like that.
Yeah, that's all.
I think
Forget
that's the point Will's trying to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If it is that black and white, then for sure the one versus the many. Sorry, the many versus the one is the one I would pick.
If it's that black and white, but we're like,
and you're gonna take out the one. You don't see a moral problem with that.
Of course there is. You killed somebody, but that's something you and God gonna have to figure out after. But no, seriously. But at the same time, you also gave 10 more people a reason to, or 9 people a reason to breathe. Or
so then you're letting the doctor out of jail then, based on that analogy.
Well,
no, because they're not the same scenario.
Exactly. Let's make the scenario just as concrete as that, but have the doctor in there. It's just as concrete as that. When I put the scenario in there, there's no arounds or anything like that. It's just to discuss if we.
Okay, why am I in the room that's going to fill up? Did I get drunk and cause us to get locked in this room?
But that's the caveat that gives you that's the caveat that makes you think about the morality of it, because he didn't just go out and kill somebody. He made a mistake.
Yeah, and it wasn't an accident.
Covered it up.
It was a
so
choice.
That's why it's like,
Willful.
okay, so at the end of the day, somebody still died at his hands. He still broke the law. No one's arguing with that, because that's why he has to go to. That's why he's facing jail, right? But if he goes to jail,
innocent people die.
Innocent people will die. Right, so mine isn't that he didn't have to do this, he didn't have to do that. We all know that he's already been through the process. He's already been through the court systems. He's already been found guilty. There's no sides or caveats on that shit, because that's already been done. We all agree there. We all agree that he broke the law.
As sad as it sounds to
may
say,
or may not have to go to jail. But I'm saying is, if he goes to jail, people die.
As sad as it sounds to say, them people that are waiting for his surgery just start praying and hope to God that he gets out before you pass.
Okay,
because they're not gonna give him the rest of his life in jail. They're not gonna do that.
Dog, that's not the point. That's not the point. That part is not even in the conversation. The conversation isn't about how long he's gonna be in jail.
People gotta die, bro.
We're moving goalposts. Okay, so you would let the gas fill up the room, so everybody dies then, because people have to die.
You see, this is where. Did I break a law to get into the gas?
No. I don't. Mason. He changed the scenario where
there was no law.
He made it more black and white. It's a much deeper conversation when we're discussing the original situation with the doctor versus just a gun, a room, 10 people, or gas.
Like if I'm playing Saw,
that one's way more easier to solve because you could just say, is it morally right to kill one person or kill 10 people?
If I'm playing Saw, I'm trying to save us. But this is not Saw, nigga.
Well, you're not killing 10 people, Jude. You're killing one person, or you're.
If he doesn't shoot that person, he's killing 10 people and himself.
So what if you're the judge?
Yeah.
So what if you're the judge and you're saying you're giving them jail time, or you're gonna we all know he's guilty.
Yeah.
And it's either jail time and no practice, or no jail time. You know he broke the law. You know he did what he did to get where he's going. But as soon as you say guilty, put him in jail. Bodies start dropping.
How about this? Like I said,
In that situation, he's got to go to jail. And because I'm not setting the precedence that this can be allowed again in the future.
And how do you feel now?
You want me to tell you why people are going to die anyway?
Would you feel anything? It doesn't matter if we're going to die
No,
anyway.
people are going to die in the scenario anyway.
But it's not up to us to decide if it's sooner or later.
No. Nigga, now you're getting fucking. I'm talking about this scenario. People are going to die in this scenario anyway.
In this scenario, someone's already died.
No, here's the thing. Those people that you're talking about saving later on if he goes to jail are going to die anyway because fuck jail. He's losing his medical license and not going to be able to save him anyway.
That's not a part of the scenario. If he goes free, he can still practice and save their life. That's the other side of the scenario.
But if he goes free, how? Because he's found guilty already.
Should this doctor be prosecuted and sent to jail for the one life or kept free for the many lives? Like that's in there. I don't like that's what I'm saying. If we want to throw caveats on it to make it an easier decision, because that's my whole point. What I'm seeing is that everybody here knows it's a hard ass decision. But we want to throw different types of things and different types of thoughts behind it so we can make it an easier decision. Because nobody wants to be the one responsible for him going free because one person died and he needs to pay for that. Yeah. But nobody wants to be responsible for putting him in jail because more people will die and we don't know who's going to pay for that.
I personally, as the judge, would lock him up.
That's what I see.
Would he do the rest of his life in jail? Probably not.
That's what I'm saying. Now you're adding stuff in. I know that in the real world. Yes. Would he do the rest of his life in jail? Maybe not. I don't know.
So do you want me to answer it in the real world or answer it in Law and Order? Because I'm just giving you my answer. That's it.
No, I didn't. The Law and Order, this is loosely based off of what I saw in Law and Order.
No, I get what you're saying. Like,
but what I'm saying is we're always, as humans, as people with compassion and empathy, we're adding stuff in there to make, like you're adding, well, he won't spend the rest of his life in jail. It's like another addition.
Would the judge not do that, though?
What? I don't know.
In all real life, if he goes to jail, if he goes to jail,
people will die. If he doesn't, people will live.
It's not going to be a black and white decision like that, though. Just like your question, you think
that's why I brought it up, nigga. Yeah. It's not supposed to be a black and white decision.
But then you want to use black and white scenarios for it,
just to help you understand the moralities of it more.
Just to steer it.
Yeah,
I get it, but he's still got to go to jail.
I don't think there's going to be an easy answer to this one.
There isn't. It's not. I don't think it's not even an easy decision to send him to jail. You could imagine the judge probably doing it with tears in her eyes. But you got to go. You got to go.
Everybody dead.
So what's the consequences of keeping him free?
Who knows? Those same people that he could be saving, he probably gonna get drunk and kill them too.
Let's say that never happens. I'm just saying,
no. Now you're changing shit like how I was changing shit.
Well,
let's say that. No. Let's go with
the actual consequences of doing it, though, is you're changing the precedence of how you handle these scenarios going forward. Like, you'll never be able to go back on that.
That you'll never exactly. Well, Dr.
That's why I mentioned, like, you let the number one guy get away with it. So does the number two guy get away with it as well? Yeah. Does the number three, like, at what point are you shitty enough of a doctor that you can actually go to jail?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I agree with that. I think So, but okay, and so the precedent is.
And like, let's say the first doctor can save another 5,000 lives, and the third doctor down the road would only save 1,000 lives.
If they exist.
Is 1,000 lives still not worth more than the one?
I don't know. If they exist, that's not even in the scenario I'm thinking of, right?
I know, I'm just making that
up. If they exist, maybe, but then, so devil's advocate that, right? Because I do understand, I don't disagree with the precedent it says, right? But two things exist at once. There's another precedent as well. A precedent as well to where is the rule of law more important than the rule of moralities? Is there another way that this doctor could have been punished? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's wild where it's like, okay, you covered it up. They're going to die. But if you go to jail, let's say 15 patients that are waiting for this operation this month are going to die immediately. So nobody else in this month, they're going to be able to give it to them. Let's just say that, right? That's so we know, like, something tangible that they're going to die. Like, what is the precedent for the other side now? So let's say we send him to jail, right? It's probably in the papers and the news and everything like that. He goes to jail. He broke the law. He should be prosecuted. He gets sent to jail. What's the other precedent that we set?
What do you mean? What's the other precedent like?
Well, if the first precedent is, well, we're going to start having people that feel like if they have if there's going to be a sort of what do you call that shit? God complex or something like that. Like privilege. People with a certain amount of skill or anything like that going to feel like they have the privilege of this, right? Instead of white privilege, there's going to be God privilege or doctor privilege or blah 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 blah. Like I made the mistake, and even though I decided to cover the shit up, I'm the only one that can do this, so I shouldn't be prosecuted and stuff like that. So we have to send him to jail so that doesn't snowball into crazy shit.
Yeah, because privilege, rich privilege, and talent privilege, and being able to do shit is the reason why we got all these politicians fucking children.
So
seriously, we just letting motherfuckers get away with shit because they're good at shit or they got this much money or blah blah blah.
I get it.
Fuck that, nigga. Lock these pussy them up, Bridget. If you go, I can sell $20 worth of dope and lose half a fucking decade. Fuck you, nigga. Go to jail. Fuck your mother. One of them.
So what?
You heard what the fuck I said, nigga.
Personal.
It's always personal with me, nigga. I'm a
Say it again for the children in the back.
It's always
fuck your mother.
Go to fucking jail, nigga. Lose half a fucking decade over a fucking dime of dope. Yo, what?
But what's on the opposite side? Do you think there's a precedent that would be set on the opposite side?
I think it's the precedent. It's the same precedence. Right?
Yeah, it's letting motherfuckers get away with shit because of their status.
Like you on the wait list, you're also understanding that like I'm not gonna get special treatment from somebody because they can help me. If they're a piece of shit or they break the law, they break the law. Like the precedent.
You might not even get the surgery waiting. Especially in America. You might not even get the surgery waiting.
Well, let's say these 15 will. These 15 are on the wait list.
Well, we know he'll drink and kill 3 of them.
They'll immediately die. Okay, good convo.
Nah, I feel you. Yo, we missed the R.I.P. before I forget. I don't know if we did it on a past show, but Valletta Wallace passed. Biggie's mom.
Biggie's mom. Yeah, R.I.P.
And I don't remember giving her a shout out. So shout out Valletta Wallace.
100%.
100%. Jude, are we still scared of World War III?
Should be.
I'm more.
I mean, I feel like shit's calming down. Y'all just kept looking like every time someone fucking jaywalks down the street, it's the world's gonna end. And I was like, nah, the world has problems. Not everything is like World War III's coming.
I ain't.
And now that you see the temperature is calming down in Iran, and everyone was just like, oh, they bombed some drug ships in Venezuela. World War III. Iran got attacked. World War III. Like, y'all still worried about it?
I never was.
Yeah.
I'm worried about a global conflict more than I was last year.
A little bit, but like I'm not worried about like World War III. Like, no.
Like I guess it depends on what is it the title that you're worried about? Like, you don't have to call it World War III. There's shit going on, period. That's happening. We don't have to label it.
But
things have been going on since the dawn of time. Like,
shit just keeps going.
At this level?
It's not like it ain't happening.
But
you don't have to label it.
Y'all were the ones that are like, yo, there's something bigger. It's gonna be big. And I'm like, we saw Desert Storm. We saw Afghanistan. We saw, Benghazi. Like, shit happens.
And if you want to get real, all of those were world wars,
keeps
bro.
happening.
Every country, most countries were involved in those. Like, they were all a bunch of countries. They were like mini world, but they were world wars. We just didn't fucking name it.
I think there's some irony or some weird shit going on. Shit is happening, period. Now, if you don't want to label it a world war, that's fine. But to act like nothing's going on, nothing happened in Cuba, nothing happened in Venezuela, shit's happening.
It's happening, but it's like, I'm not.
Yeah.
Who knows what you want to call it? Who knows what it's going to end? Like, end of the world? No, there's no such thing. End of the world? That's a figment. No one believes the world's coming to an end, or I don't. I think that's nonsense.
The end is
but there is shit happening. What it's leading to, who the fuck knows? What you want to label it, who the fuck knows?
Yo, but I'm in our chat. There was one of y'all said something like, "Oh, I hope Jude's right about something about because."
I can't remember exactly. That was probably me. I was like, I hope he's right because it sounds like shit's getting worse. Like Cuba got shut off. you know, and then that's a whole fucking human rights situation. Like the world seems to be just having more and more problems, especially like currently since this current government.
And do you think this is worse than this is outside the normal cycle of world conflicts than usual?
I don't even
It
know what
is.
the normal cycle of world conflicts, what that would be. I
I
just
feel
think
like
that
it's more.
But that's the way the conversation started though. In like a while back, is like I think it was you that was saying, "Yo, I'm worried that all these little things that are happening are going to lead to like," and your words were basically a World War III.
yeah,
You
that's
might have
what you
not like
label
meant
it.
that.
Okay, so if we're gonna
You
get
might have not meant
specific,
that
let's
literally.
get specific. What I'm saying is it's gonna affect us. Like the shit that's happening around the world. When we grew up, I don't know if it affected us, like this country, these like your personal life as much as it appears the direction is going in now. The shit's always been happening. Depending on where you live, your whole life could have been
Yeah.
fucked up in the 80s, 70s, 90s, whatever. I'm just saying the way the conflicts are going, it seems like maybe it's more home based or it's going to be more effective to the home. And I think there's evidence of that every time you turn on the TV and shit with what's going on.
I think it's basically the same.
And that's where I feel like I disagree. I feel like it's going to affect us the same amount as maybe even less.
I kind
like,
of agree with that
well,
here.
Like the shit that's going on in Iran affects us more today than the Gulf War.
Like
And that's
American?
Like
Yeah, like that's the thing I was gonna
or
bring
even
up too.
anything. Like I think the closest thing we've really encountered in the last few years would probably be 9/11.
Yeah.
And is what's going on today worse than that? Like
And if we
Like
didn't
what's
go to
going-
World War over that,
I'm not even saying worse than that. Is it affecting us more than that? I was like, I don't see what you're seeing. Like you're so you sound like you're worried that shit's coming closer and closer to home than usual.
I just think
And
there's
I don't see that.
Just more shit that it appears that we're more involved in, I guess. It just seems like we're like the things are getting more heightened in terms of how our involvement is.
And I think
You think it's less?
the Western world. I think the Western world's been involved in shit for so long, and maybe now is just with social media, you're more aware of it. But like,
Probably that's the
I don't
role.
think it's. I don't think it's. I don't think it's more. I don't think the effect is greater
Okay, so
than.
you don't think that we're closer to a what you would call a world war conflict than we were 15 years ago? Like if you looked at where we were 15 years ago, where we are now, you think it's in the same status in terms of any sort of world conflict or world war or whatever they want to label it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got some.
That's fair.
I got some.
I don't think so.
Some internet stats for y'all.
oh shit.
Go ahead.
Global conflicts now affect us more profoundly than in recent decades because they have nearly doubled in 5 years. With the active state-based conflicts hitting the highest level since World War II, the conflicts are increasingly interconnected, localized in urban areas, and internationalized, involving foreign actors and drones, leading to severe economic inflation, massive displacement, and a widespread resource scarcity. Here's how some of the conflicts are impacting us more now than in previous years. Record high conflict and fragmentation. The world is experiencing the highest number of active state-based conflicts since 1946, with nearly 120 million forcibly displaced by 2024. Unlike past conflicts that were often contained, current conflicts are fragmented and involve thousands of armed groups, such as the thousands involved in the Syrian civil war. There's an economic ripple effect and high cost of living. Modern conflicts directly impact global supply chains, energies, and food prices. As conflicts rates surge, governments are pouring more money into military expenditure, which reached 2.7 trillion in 2024, rather than education or healthcare, contributing to high global inflation. Rapid escalation via technology. The use of technology in conflicts has increased exponentially. The number of non-state groups using drones for attacks rose by 1,400% between 2018 and 2023, turning localized disputes into intense high-tech violence. It's also since these conflicts have increased, and more than 5 times since 19. What is it? Or we're at the
46.
highest level of highest level since 1946. And we're seeing it all in real time. Number one, it's definitely when they cut off that strait of
Vermouth.
the Strait of Hormuz. You see it affect the prices here. As soon as gas prices are affected here, the price of everything goes up. So that has affected us as well. So there has been more of a negative effect towards us. And you can't say that seeing this in real time more than we saw even when we had the Gulf War, which was a war that was basically a media war. The Gulf War, like when CNN
Gas
first
still
popped
went
off
up,
and that's
though.
when we first started seeing it and everything like that. But you gotta say it's had some sort of a effect on the mental state of all of us around, which is kind of just energetically it's fucking us up.
Okay, yeah, fine. But two things about that. A, I'd like to see what their actual definition of conflict is. And then B, the world is definitely more globalized. So, like, you know, a finger gets snapped in Australia, we hear it here in Canada. Like, sure, like, the world's closer together than it's ever been, so things are going to feel more intense than they've ever been. But I don't see the conflicts that we're having to be bigger or greater than the conflicts that we've had in the past. Like that thing said, they're fragmented and there's different types and like all that shit is true for sure. But like, I don't see us getting to the cusp of World War III any worse than we have been in the last 20, 30 years.
And you think for it to be like a world war, like things would have to happen on our soil?
Like what led to World War II?
Not-
Like that's so dramatically out of
Well,
proportion. from what it is today.
U.S. cut off Japan's oil, and then Japan said, "Okay, fuck y'all, and we're gonna use the last of our oil." And then they fucking bombed Pearl Harbor, and then
But World War II was happening before
but
that.
this is what drew America into World. Well, World War II was Hitler, straight up. Like they had to stop Hitler from taking over
That's
Europe.
a big part of it. The Great Depression was a part of it.
Well, because the Depression was in the 20s. World War that was like 20 years later. But so it was basically
And the way
Hitler.
globalization is, I mean, world wars usually happen because there was one state, Germany, trying to take over, like literally take over other states.
So what Russia's doing
And in
right
this-
now?
Yeah, and in this world, that's a lot less likely to happen. And I just don't feel like the conflicts that are happening today are enough to like pop off a world war. Like,
Yeah.
now, am I saying that there's not more conflicts today than there was 10, 15 years ago? No. I'm just saying they're not any worse. They're just different and I don't know. I just don't feel like that whole like, oh, this is happening and it's connected to it. Like, and they're so disconnected from each other that it's hard to even piece them together enough to give you enough ammunition to say we need to go to war against China, Russia, all these big powerhouses together. Like, I think we're more likely to end up in a Cold War.
We're already in that.
Yeah.
We already in that. We are arguing behind fucking doors, and that's all cold. It's all cold right now, right? You know what I mean? It's just like what was that shit back in when we all had nukes pointed at each other, just waiting. Like, you know what I mean? It's that same shit.
Standoff.
Yeah.
Like Russia and America.
Yeah. But hey, fam, I'm gonna have to slide out of this one early. I got some wrestling to go do. I'm needed down at the Legion.
There you go. Okay. Peace out, family.
All right, family. Bless up. I'm gonna.
Oh, y'all people Googling me.
There you
Word
go.
up.
Respect. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I got like a good 10 minutes left before I got to go and do this.
Yeah, pretty much. I got
do
to
that thing.
dip around too.
Is there anything else important that we need to talk about then?
What else is in the Trello?
Newly appointed Iran Supreme Leader. He was assassinated. Trump endorses Jake Paul.
Jake Paul.
That doesn't seem real to me.
All that shit seems wild, man.
Justin Timberlake's body cam.
Oh yeah.
And Ray J's threatening to give people venereal disease.
Oh fuck, Ray J.
You want to talk about Ray J? Want to do the Ray J?
Oh,
Ray
that
J out here
shit's so
wilding.
ridiculous.
Right?
I saw the headline, but I didn't read the article or nothing.
You don't know nothing about
Ray J
it?
out here, right? I don't
Not
even
really.
know if there was an article. I just it was the video. I just threw the
So-
video into the trail.
I can give you my 2 cents on it. I watched the Is What It Is podcast, Mason Cam, and they had Shine on. They were going through some old stories reminiscing on the Bad Boy era. And apparently Shine and Mace started reminiscing on a time that they both dated Brandy at the same time. And then you know how Cam and them are. They start just laughing and all that shit. So they kikiing, they laughing, they're joking, basically saying like we both did something with Brandy at the same time, right? So Ray J obviously saw that shit and he went fucking nuclear. He just started saying the wildest shit, just hating on both of them. Fuck Mace, fuck Cameron, fuck Shine. bitch ass niggas, blah 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 blah, and he's basically saying he'll rape these niggas. Like he's threatening to fuck these niggas and shit. Like when I catch you, I'm gonna rape you. It was wild.
Y'all want to hear the video?
You can play it for Jude. That shit's wild. That's all. I had to cut it halfway. I couldn't even listen to Ray J anymore. He was talking too crazy.
Y'all is like the Three Stooges, and y'all looking real attractive. So when I see y'all better not have that skirt on. Y'all better pull y'all panties up. You know what I'm saying? For real. I see y'all. I know where y'all at. I know where y'all at. Y'all be slipping too in Vegas, walking around the wind, acting like y'all winning. You get some money and have to do 5,000 shows. Y'all give you a venereal.
Right there. What?
Terrible is crazy. Hold on, let me charge the computer. Blood on everything, bro. I get these a venereal disease that they ain't never had before. I tattoo the out these. Bend y'all over, bro. Hit y'all from the back like this. Punks. We're baby. We're back shots. Y'all come in and get something.
You gotta cut that.
That's
shit.
wild. He's talking about where's Bussy Baby, where's Backshots. Like he's got friends named Bussy Baby and Backshots.
Yeah, wild. Jude.
Yeah. I'm speechless.
Thoughts? Yes,
Yeah.
it was on the Is What It Is podcast. I even saw some of that. Like it was just weird to have Shine and Mace talking about hitting Brandy. I feel like they should have had more respect in the conversation for three legends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, isn't Shine like the president of
Belize
or something?
Guyana or something? Belize, yeah.
Some shit. He was some form of like judicial
Government something.
ranking there. I felt like it was just some, it's some clown behavior. Like some of these hip hop casts, as much as I grew up loving them and shit, like sometimes they be acting immature. Like 50 sometimes. Remember we had conversations, and now I felt like that was some immature shit. Like come on now, Brandy's but nothing but respectful. She seems to have a very wholesome character. She doesn't put herself out there in no trashy way. Why y'all gotta joke about it? If you're gonna joke about it, because friends do. Me and Jude have conversations all the time, but we do that shit alone. Like you don't do that shit on camera, edit it, post it, and act like that's cool. I thought it was kind of corny for them to clown her like that and
Like,
reminisce about something that's like 30 years old, and
making Brandy look like she's
kind of making her look
Brandy
like
was like
she
the
was
wholesome.
Yeah.
She was the wholesome R&B artist from back in the day.
She was.
Still,
Yeah.
But Ray J's not helping.
Ray J made it worse. He gave these niggas more ammo. Shit.
Yeah.
Hold on, I think Brandy had a statement too.
Oh,
Let me
she
see if I
did?
can find
I
it.
never heard
think
about
Brandy
it.
might have a statement.
But like I think Brandy has a daughter. Like people have kids now. Like they move. You don't need to clown that shit. I think keep that shit between you, behind closed doors. You guys joke, whatever.
Facts.
Like, and they're already a popular podcast, so there's no need. You don't need a viral moment. None. And when you talk about this, it's gonna go. They knew. They're not stupid.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of expected from Cameron that's more like I'm just, especially Shine in the position that he's in now. You would think he would stay away from
that
things
kind
like
of
that.
comment, yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure he's still a politician. If he's
So this is via V103 Chicago's #1 hit station for stuff. Brandy speaking out about her brother Ray J and Slam. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Anyways, in a rare statement, Brandy said that she clarified that she only had a platonic relationship with Shine, alleged that the stories discussed on It Is What It Is have been mischaracterized as they dated. So she's saying they didn't date. She's like, unequivocally, we did not. I'm not sure why an untrue narrative about a scope of what a friendship more than 20 years ago is being reshaped during current media views. Said a bunch of shit. But then right at the end, she says, while I love my brother Ray J, I do not condone or support the messages he shared on social media and have not asked him to defend me in any shape or form. So basically, she came out and had to say, I do not condone male rape. I do not condone Ray J wanting to threaten people with sexual assault. Or are we supposed to say SA? I don't know. It's weird. I would hate to be Ray J's sibling. Because it seems like every 2 weeks you got to be like, nah, I don't agree with this nigga. This nigga wilding. No, I don't think that he should be giving people venereal diseases they never heard of. That's some alien syphilis. I don't know.
And the low key, he's proud that he has that.
Right?
Venereal disease. Like, he's literally saying, I have some shit, I'll give it to you. Like, what kind of weird ass shit is that?
Ray J a weirdo for sure.
Yeah, that's wild, man. Poor Brandy. That's a tough one to deal with. You know, that's a tough one.
It is. All right, motherfuckers. Anything else we should talk about before we get going?
That topic is a fucking hard one to expand on, bro.
The venereal diseases?
You can't top that.
I don't want to. I remember back in hot. No, it's not even. No, I'm done.
No, we good. I'm straight. We good.
All right, let them know where they can find you, motherfuckers.
Google me, baby.
Simple as that.
Why you have to yell into the mic? Simple as that.
Yo, you can find me on X at Bloodline Bets. You can find me on X at Sojazz Sports. And you'll find me on All the Smoke.
You can find me on all platforms. I am Will Hayes, but most importantly, I want All the Smoke Podcast. Google us _All the Smoke Podcast on Instagram. Big ups to EJ, the only person I know that calls Twitter X nowadays. I appreciate that. That's dope. Big up to Thaddy. Nigga poloed out. Polo the Don. That's your AKA Polo the Don. That's it. Polo the Don.
Candyman too.
Oh shit. Yo, I was eating them jubes and shit. You take edibles? Do you do edibles?
Nah.
No?
That shit fucked me up.
We need that story next pod.
You think this is a game? This ain't a game. This is real life. I want all the smoke. The podcast that ain't afraid to speak the truth, motherfuckers.